that is supposed to be on there, but we got the Sin versus Giovanna.
Yeah, hurts. This is going to be a very interesting one. Two very strong characters in the meta right now. Though, Happyrio already with the first hard knockdown, already trying to set up pressure, but Hurts just letting the back throw rip. Happyrio trying to take advantage.
Yeah, there was a lot of stamina being used at that point in here, but we get in like and we go ahead, use an overdrive in the midair, found that opportunity in there to get the punish on there. So it's a little bit of damage on here, but that guts is gonna be significant if at this point of it.
Yeah, Happyrio, good call with the BRC backward to blow up Hurts' throw attempt, and now using the Tyrant Barrel, not killing Hurts just yet.
Love the YRC in there, just gets on forward, goes into the enhance on the Travail on there, but we're going to go on to the other side here. Tried to catch on the backdash in there, but the BRC from Happyrio is going to snuff out the round.
Right, this is going to be an interesting one. Both of our players trying to establish their game plans early. Happyrio forcing Hurts into the corner, and Hurts just looking for an opening. Rio, good low. Just to run up.
Oh, trying to pause on the deflect shield in there. Just happy enough to go ahead and get the throw and to the perfect.
Slow and steady seems to be the pace right now for Happyrio. Hurts, on the other hand, though, maybe a little bit lost. Maybe just looking for something that Happyrio wasn't quite giving them.
Yeah, you have to. We saw just a little bit happy-go-lucky with the stamina early on. I was kind of trying to feel out their opponent in there from Happyrio, but that kind of readjusted on there afterwards. Hurts was just not able to get any of those confirms that they were looking for outside of a couple things with the overdrive, which has just a limited range at the end there. You're spending a lot of meter for that little damage.
Absolutely, but. Second game starting right now. Happyrio already has Hurts against the left side of the screen. And again, it's just small conversions that Happyrio is getting, but Hurts is very far behind in the health pool rather, but here we go. A little bit of Street Fighter 6 being played with some throw loops. Happyrio having to give up burst.
They go in, Elphelt cancels out of there, but RTL gonna raise that flag on there. Go ahead. We're gonna keep it. Actually, yeah, we're gonna get the break. There was a slight delay in the video feed, and all I saw was Giovanna breaking the glass at the very end. Wow.
I didn't even realize that Happyrio had the 100-meter at the start of that RTL. Definitely a lot of damage being taken off of that, but Hurts a good solid first hit to start off this second round, and you can see the end result. About 60% of life gone, hard knockdown, but Happyrio does have that DP.
Right into the Hawk Baker, enough to get return it on there, but we go in, cross up Soponte. We're gonna keep you on there, but actually accidentally got ran under because of that. So Happyrio takes over the corner, realizes that was gonna block on there, so PRC trying to keep it safe in there, pushes back into neutral.
Oh, and there's that 5P as well from Hurts, trying to break down Happyrio's defense at this point, and there we go. Hurts answering back, splitting these first two rounds. Someone's going to take this game too.
They like to see that in there, but another Hawk Baker in there. You're going to go ahead, get the little leads to push into the corner here. We get the way to follow up. Last third of that stamina bar in there is going to force the burst from Hurts, rather.
Somehow that was actually a gold burst because Hurts got positive bonus there, and now Happyrio giving up their own burst, but Hurts is probably in a better situation right now.
Yeah, like that, the BRC in there just to get the approaching in there. Saul Hurts was hitting buttons in there, just going for the throw in there. Takes over, catching out with the 6K, going to get the confirm, but nothing on the outcome. But here we go with the overhead and to the Tyrant Barrel. Blasts down that round out. Add another to the board.
I knew that as soon as I said that Hurts was in a better spot, it was going to be all over. I'm sorry for cursing them. Happyrio with that second game. But man, that was so weird. Hurts getting the gold burst in that situation. I thought for certain that Hurts was in block stun somehow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was gonna be during the middle of block stun. So So got a little bit of meter for that, but it wasn't enough to unfortunately turn around the outcome of that match here. But here we go, game 3 here, trying to avoid a shot out here. But Happyrio going to go ahead and get the first blow.
Hurts, good corner escape, but Happyrio with the chase down and a back throw as well. Oh no.
Catches with the tap dust in here. Doesn't get anything much else for it. Just happily holding down the position here. Has all.
Oh, and sayonara to that life bar. It is a perfect for Happyrio on set point. Hurts needs to find an answer and needs to find one fast. Good mid-air soul point from Hurts, but Happyrio again just finding these openings that Hurts is not hovering, and a big counter hit, just no follow-up. Hurts has to give up first, but it is looking dire. Wait a minute, 100 meter on Hurts' side. Happyrio is gonna have to eat a lightning bolt. And the wall break as well. The big soul point as well. Hurts stays alive. Working on survival point at this moment. Happyrio, though, still working with that full burst gauge. An unfortunate bad DP from Happyrio does mean that they have to give up first. Hurts, meanwhile, still getting hit. And the wall break as well. That looks to be it. Happyrio finding the stray hit into the Tyrant barrel.
Duel 1.
Our two undefeateds, our two 3-0s rather, duking it out right now. WabbaGhoul already off to a very good start. Dragon slykatari to the right side of the screen. Obviously, you've got to be very careful when Happy Chaos has you on the corner of the screen as slykatari, good read, jumps the throw attempt and forces WabbaGhoul to give up a burst, and now slykatari able to enforce his game plan. As another big jumping counter hit, did not have the attention in order to get the kill, and now WabbaGhoul one touch. As I think Risky Sweet might be coming back.
I might be back to hear me on that one.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear, Major Tom.
Excellent, excellent on there. Sorry about that, everyone. That is just how it goes sometimes on the internet here, but that's okay, because I was avoiding the happy chaos going on here against Slayer from WabbaGhoul. I mean, sorry, from slykatari and WabbaGhoul on the happy chaos.
Absolutely, yeah, and it was, we can already see that slykatari maybe knows a lot more about this matchup than WabbaGhoul might think he knows. It's WabbaGhoul. One touch left. Having to be extra careful on the defense, not blocking the toes though. slykatari, first game on the board.
Okay, only got to see a little bit of that so far here. Apologies again, once again, for the wonderful mic issues on here. But what did you see, Squidpoke, from that?
I mean, we saw a lot of great defense rather from slykatari. WabbaGhoul in that first round had a very solid early advantage, but slykatari staying calm, cool, and collected, able to really just stay defensively solid and able to take advantage after a bad throw attempt. And now slykatari, as we start the second game, good start, able to read the jump attempt.
And we're seeing a lot of that close slash in there coming in. Woo! All right, okay. slykatari not taking down. It's like, sure, you have a gun on here, but I can just come up close and personal and beat you down.
Absolutely, and now slykatari, and just enforcing his game plan. WabbaGhoul stuck against the corner. His Hand of Doom comes out to keep WabbaGhoul in the corner. Oh, man. Yeah, Super Mappa Hunt to send through the wall. slykatari is looking really solid.
Yeah, avoids the magic ball on there. Doesn't even matter. Just going to go into the follow-up at the very end there. That's going to be slykatari with going into a 2-0 so far. Now, if I'm recalling correctly, like we haven't had like a back and forth. It's been shutouts so far that we've seen on the ladder here. Happy Chaos is one of those characters that can just make your day very bad very fast.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But usually it's like, if there's a shutout involving a Happy Chaos, it's on the Happy Chaos's side. Like, this is very much a rarity, and at least when it comes to matches on stream, rather.
Okay, I like it. We're seeing a little bit more of that far slash on there. We're going to go ahead and get the knockdown here. Shoot to get the hit on there afterwards. Try to put the stink on them, and actually goes ahead and gets the push back into the corner, holding down the line.
Yeah, I actually like how WabbaGhoul is taking the approach on this situation now. Good block on the Hand of Doom, just goes for a back throw, and should be able to get the wall break. Has the 50 for the Deus Ex Machina.
Go ahead, this is what you want to start out everything for here. Just go in, uh-oh, that's not what you want to see though. Happy Chaos, like messing with the internet a little bit on there. Okay, map a hunch into the pile bunker on there afterwards, holding down here. slykatari taking full advantage of it, but not for very long.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Here we go. WabbaGhoul might be starting to get a game plan figured out against slykatari, but just as I say that, slykatari lands a solid counter hit, but WabbaGhoul finds the burst timing to force slykatari rather into the corner. I mean, I get to say one thing, and the situation has completely changed. WabbaGhoul's somehow not dead.
Not quite on there, but you know what? One more. Get the map a hunch out of here and bring it down into that point.
Big Master Hammer. Good start. Okay, 2D. WabbaGhoul stuck against the corner. Great backdash, though.
Go ahead. Yep, okay, you're going to go ahead and cancel. Goes ahead with the Hand of Doom one more time. Doesn't get the follow-up on there. Was stuck in the corner for a brief moment here. Tried to go in with a 6P on there, but just gets a knockdown instead.
Oh no, and slykatari taking a big bite out of crime at this point. WabbaGhoul forced to give up the burst, but I think you're on borrowed time at this point, my friend.
Oh, how good are your sharpshooter skills? How good are you at this? Good backdash from WabbaGhoul on there. Get away from the 2H on there, and hold on again. We don't have enough for the meter here. We're going to let it swap in there, but we go in one more. 2H, bring down the bat. slykatari is going to take that.
Like, with Chipp in particular, like, once you get tightrope set up, you do have access to that high damage. But, like, on Bridget's side in particular, it just feels like you're sort of nickel and diming for most of their life bar.
You absolutely are on here, but you got it, that 2H! You're going to go have enough time to set up the yo-yo, get another 2H down the line, get a reset up here, hit the line, and catches Waelpro hitting a button, and we're going to go in, play the yo-yo trick game. Yo-yo champion, the 2200s here, Bridget.
Absolutely. And the teddy bear drop somehow hitting opposite side. It is a perfect for Valyrym.
Not stopping whatsoever here. Comes the tightrope. Immediate burst in there. Gets rid of the tightrope and puts Waelpro into the corner, but not for very much longer there. We're going to go ahead, get the knockdown into breaking down that wall, and you have enough meter to go ahead, spin that juice.
Absolutely, and yeah, breaking the walls down, Waelpro. Regular Chris Jericho, but here we go. Valyrym on the defense, not blocking that blade though, and Waelpro able to take the life bar. It is a perfect matching the first perfect.
Okay, maybe we get a third one here, really complete the trilogy on here. So far, it is going to be Valyrym with the first hit on there, trying to get all on him, but gets knocked down, denied.
Now here we go. This is that big damage I was talking about, thanks to the tightrope. And once again, using the otter for the wall break. Waelpro, good jump in, gets burst out from Valyrym, but Valyrym now looking for that big damage of their own. Wait!
Okay, gets the kickstart my heart on there one more time in there. This time just goes in for the throw, back in the neutral, hold it down with it with the spin to win. One more throw here, tied up the life bars here. Okay.
Waelpro, good find on the low, and that's going to be the life bar. takes the first game, but ooh, man, looked a little scary there.
We're getting a little competitive. I love to see it. Love to see it here. Really love the early callouts from Valyrym too, about like just realizing, oh, you're going to be in the air. Hold on, I got this big 2H button here. I can hold down the fort and like get everything all set up on there. So definitely we know our yo-yo setups. We're getting eye here. I wonder what they're going to have to do there, because beyond like trying to get a couple of throws in there with the Kickstart My Heart after the stop on there afterwards, we weren't seeing a whole lot of damage afterwards. Waelpro really maintaining that pressure.
Well, we're going to see what the answer is here in just a little bit if Valyrym has one. There's mutual respect given to both sides at the start of the round, but Waelpro, free reign with the tightrope, able to bait out first.
Bring it out there. Are we adding another perfect? Is that what's potentially happened? No, we got the Chipp on there afterwards here. We're going to go in. Waelpro has a full stick of butter to work with here right now, but Valyrym trying to go ahead and get on. We get on to the other side. We're going to go get ahead and get hit. Spin the RC. Let's just check out, like, the whole wall.
Just wanting to show Valyrym a little bit of the sights. Here we go, round 2. Valyrym drawing first blood, but a big counter hit. Another burst getting baited.
Yeah, looks like a... Okay, got the Starship on there, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to spin that overdrive here. Not going to kill, but we're on that one-touch territory potentially on here afterwards. If you get a good little clip here, it will go a long way. And did it?
Yeah. Woo-wee! I mean, that is just like very impressive routing by Waelpro. Just the natural routing to bait out burst in both of those situations, like that's not something you normally see, like just in general.
Yeah, no, definitely been in the lab like trying to test it out, and we are also seeing that Valyrym having a little bit of an issue there trying to adjust to it just because of where our tightrope is. We saw early on that first round trying to do 2H but Waelpro was just far away out of it, like outside that range, going to miss all the way. But it's going to be Valyrym going to go ahead and get a couple hits in there, forcing the burst from Waelpro.
No burst on either side as both players just playing the neutral game, trying to find the hit. Waelpro does find it first, and now Valyrym going to have to pick a spot to try and challenge somewhere, and what a successful challenge.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen Starship hit exactly like that. We actually trapped Waelpro into the corner for a brief moment here, but we're going to get, Valyrym's going to get hit with the head into the road. Tried to go in for the kill, but Guts stays alive for now.
Guts saves lives and might just give Valyrym the round here. Has to go for a reset. Looking for Waelpro to touch something, but Waelpro just sending in the Rekka, and that was a chip out situation. Waelpro now, set point.
Oh, Val, unfortunately, I think that might have been a misinput with that grab on there. Didn't get punished there, but the next hit was what determined on here. So Waelpro, beautiful confirm on there, like just on the ground, just ready for Chipp to land.
There we go, big Starship. Popping up Waelpro, but it's okay. Accidental reset. Waelpro, one more lease on life.
A 6P, you know me, get on there, going into Alpha Blade. Just gonna go check it out here. We're going into the tightrope one more time. There's the confirm you need, and you have that meter. Not quite yet, but you're going to get it after this positive bonus.
And what looked to be a for sure situation for Valyrym has all of a sudden gotten super scary. Just sending in the DP though. And now, potential final round. Just looking to stay alive.
Yeah, definitely liked at the end there. Val was like, okay, Waelpro is just swinging here. Let's just go for the DP to finish that off here. Waelpro did get their own little DP on there, and the confirm after the tightrope setup on the knockdown. Okay, going to go in. We're going to all debate what is the damage after. Oh.
Opposite side with the hit, but now here we go. Valyrym does find the hit. Waelpro just opts to give up burst early. Keep this advantageous screen space. Sets up the tightrope, and Valyrym was ready for it.
Don't put your clothes up to dry on this tightrope here. I'm seeing what you're doing here. I want it clean.
There we go, Valyrym.
A little bit of a tick from the 2K and the throw in here one more time. And hello, Roger with the command grab. Bring it down. And you know what, Squid Pope? We got ourselves a match.
First real match of the night. Waelpro only needing one more game to complete the set, but Valyrym staying alive thanks to the command grab connecting. Oh man,
though. That was really close. Too close for comfort on there, but there was just a couple of particular no-scope snipes in there from like 2H on there, really calling out the initial setup of the tightrope in there. Got a lot of mileage from that alone here, so let's see if we can keep it up.
Absolutely, and now Waelpro does have to be careful, just opts to go for all-out aggression though, and gets early burst. And now Valyrym trying to apply pressure. Waelpro able to get the side swap.
There we go into the overdrive on here, get the push away on there. I wonder, like, Valyrym was like went inward the forward, the first hit on the yo-yo as they got into the corner. Wonder if that would have been a different story if it was the opposite way where it hits on the way back here. But right now, trying to keep alive in this round, trying to avoid that set point here. Enough time to set up, great blocking, but doesn't get the overhead yet again.
Waelpro closing things out, trying to hang up Valyrym up to dry at this point, but still needs one more round.
Keeps it to mid-range on there. First, it really instance the jumping dust on there afterwards. And again, calls out the tightrope with a 2H. Big damage is coming.
Now, you try to do laundry out here?
It's a nice day, but you know what? You still got, you know, wait a while. My turn. My turn.
Absolutely. Valyrym just sending out Mr. Roger, but wait a minute. Waelpro still alive.
Instant blocking on there afterwards and got the punish on there. Valyrym, okay, all right. Keep it alive here. It's still set point for Waelpro in here, but we may be going into a potential Game 5.
Oh, and Game 5 looks destined at the moment. Waelpro does have burst, but Half-Life almost taken at this point. Valyrym, a very good PRC just to gauge distance. Waelpro finally forced to give up burst.
Oh, I like the jumping attack on their meetup, and they're just set up. Great job, block the DP, and you know what? With the badonkadonk and the follow-up on their Valley is moving us into that Game 5.
Yes, indeedy, our first real set of the night results in a first Game 5 of the night. Let's go!
All right, love to see it. Love to see it here. And you know, these are both characters that, you know, it's it's kind of, I'm so used to, like, they do just they don't do a whole lot of damage. You have to kind of chip away at that point. But we might be seeing, hold on, are we seeing a character change? I saw you walk away. No, we're keeping the same. Okay, never mind.
Maybe just the color install from Waelpro. Maybe just wants to opt for a different locale. Regardless, though, something's got to change.
Something's definitely got to change on here. We're going to go in. We go ahead with the early burst in there from Waelpro, trying to stop the wound before it leads a little too much.
Valyrym not keeping the block string tight enough. Waelpro does manage to poke out, but not blocking the tap dust. Valyrym seems to have the download complete at the moment.
Oh, kickstart my heart on there. Go ahead and get those 2 extra hits on there. You got the wall on top of that here. The extra breakage is not going to kill. God saves Chipp just this once.
Rare Chipp guts coming in clutch. But the back throw incident from Valyrym puts them at set point for the first time.
Get the nice little knockdown into the corner we go here and block the first on here. Goodbye to half of your life bar and maybe just a little bit more with this overdrive.
Definitely a little bit more. Only about 30% that Waelpro's working with at this point. Valyrym can take a little bit of time. Just sends the tap dust. It connects. I don't think that Bridget has a route to kill right now.
No, but you have nearly a full burst on there. You got like a half 50% meter here. You got some stuff to work with here. If you can get the confirm, you don't get it yet though.
Waelpro does have burst to work with, but the Starship shuts it down. Valyrym with some of Baiken's like stuff. Like Baiken can obviously use like TK Ozonson very well, and also use the tatami mat. But like, it's gonna be very interesting to see, especially with like the interaction between Ice 4 and Rope.
Yeah, they're gonna like playing a little bit of slip and slide on that. Not to mention with how dizzy like the changes after the patch in there, where like you can play real zoner dizzy at this point. So, but already going in there, immediate use of the jumping slash on there into the tatami on here, holding back on there, but Chestnuts are gonna roast over that flame against MenaceZero.
Yeah, I like the idea from MenaceZero using tatami to try and blow up that fish, but Connorlink ready to cover that, has the nuclear rod in hand at the moment with the Wings of Light. There they go, there they pop. Good block on the fireworks shell, but Wings of Light getting deactivated. Connorlink, though, still in a good spot.
Oh, I love that you call it the nuclear rod. That is so real for that. Oh, we're just trying to go for the grappling hook, but you know what? You found the gap on there, and that's all you need to get the round after the fire away with the laser.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Okay.
Defense so far from MenaceZero.
Oh, but we get caught on the other side. It's enough time to do the Wings of Light here. Show out the fishies. One more time, set it up. Nice tech on the throw, though.
Yeah, deactivates the wings, and now Connorlink setting up another one. Blue beat does not matter, as here we go. Wings are just about to pop. MenaceZero gonna have to go for a Hail Mary somewhere.
One more time here, no follow-up on here, trying to keep you guessing. This time catches on the 2H, but doesn't get a whole lot of time. Just enough time for Connorlink to get up in the air. Use a jumping dust attack on there to catch Baiken jumping and take that match.
Oh, man. 2 rounds gone in the blink of an eye. Connorlink first one on the board, but MenaceZero got a couple of good ideas. We'll just see if they can convert them into round and game wins.
We already see Connorlink quick on the trigger and immediately on like getting the confirm, and there's like, oh, time to make you worry about Wings of Light just a little bit in there. So definitely been putting that in the mind here, like into the mental stack as we go into our second match.
Let's rock.
Good anti-air from Connorlink, does get the ice field set up and then immediately into the Wings of Light, and this is already a dire situation for Zero.
The follow-up in there, set up the fishy, but you were going to mash it out. When in doubt, the Tommy on there into the Kabari. Just doesn't get the... Tries to go for it again, but going to go get sniped in there with the chestnuts.
Yeah, MenaceZero just stuck against the corner. No good opportunity to burst. Is probably going to take it with them at this point with only a sliver of health. But wait a minute. PRC drifts forward, finds another significant hit.
I love this dodging and weaving on here. We actually get the counter, and you're going to be stuck in the corner, and you get tapped for it, though. But MenaceZero is starting to figure some things out there. Use that 2H early on to avoid the jump dust into the PRC to really get some momentum back here. So we just need a couple more interactions just like that.
Connorlink once again getting the opportunity to set up the Wings of Light, this time from full screen, but MenaceZero this time navigating the fishes and the ice field, has Kabari set up. TK Ozonson is what opens up Connorlink.
Going for the reset in there, another TK Ozonson on there. Going to get denied in there with a little like the punch in there, but we're going to get hold down in here. It's time for Connorlink to play.
This is golden opportunity for Connorlink, has 50% tension. There's another ice field setup. MenaceZero finally gives up the burst. But a big jump in, gonna seal up that life bar.
Yeah, I like the little bit of caution on there on the jump slash, because realizing that Ozonson was just maybe going to be a little bit too far away to connect on there. Try to do a follow up on there afterwards here. Got the tie up on the round here, but now we're going to get the big slash into the Mikhail sword in there for Connorlink.
No Wings of Light just yet for Connorlink, but MenaceZero hemorrhaging at this point. Needs to find some way to even up the life bar.
Oh, try to go for the parry. That's not going to work out in your favor there. Connorlink just going to get the confirm, get that punish in there. Add another 2-0 to the list of 2-0s that we've seen so far.
Yeah, and I mean, MenaceZero is like the 2-0 is betraying like MenaceZero's like really just how scrambly it's been, and MenaceZero just not coming on top in some of the situations. Like this is much closer than what the scoreline looks at the moment, but
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing like MenaceZero trying to bob and weave through a little bit of the minefield that Connorlink is setting up here. We do see that like happening, especially once they get like advantage of the corner. They're doing a good job of setting up the Ozanson, and they're kind of keeping Connorlink guessing. But it has led to this point here. Can they make it happen again to get that one on their side?
Gonna need a reverse sweep at this point in order to be victorious, but Connorlink, already a very strong round start, sets up the double fish immediately. Top swing of Wings of Light.
Fish coming into play into the chestnut's going to get like, going to have to deal with it all the way through. Enough time to get in the minefield. One last little tip. It did activate in there, so the final hit, and there it is. Connorlink with a perfect into set point.
This is just sort of like the new ability that Queen Dizzy has, especially with that patch, making her a real, true blue zoner. Just being able to shut... Yeah. Just being able to shut down MenaceZero for so long! Good call on the burst, and you are done!
Oh, you cooked the Baiken to full degree on there afterwards, and there waited till the timer went down. Double the fun on here. A lot of hair. Got to clean up after that. It's going to be a mess. But here we go. Immediately going into the tandem top after the 2K 2D knockdown from Echoes on the white-blue Millia combinations.
Absolutely. Whose mastery of the Pixie is stronger is what we're about to see right now. Hiho really off to a poor start. Echoes just all the correct answers at the moment. Also able to bait out a burst usage in somewhere in the interim.
We saw a little bit of communication via 2K, and they're trying to reach each other on there, but we're going to get trying to back away, trying to find it. We're almost in negative penalty for Hiho in there, but we're back in the corner. Kensel's out of the Bad Moon, rising into the low, into the 10 to top. That's all you need. Finish off the round for Echoes.
Echoes first blood drawn, but Hiho in very strong Millia in his own right, but Echoes able to get early burst out from Hiho. That might be the only burst that Hiho gets in this game. Staggers coming in for Hiho, able to get the counter hit on Echoes and force that burst, and now Hiho starting Millia pressure.
Iron Savior into the RC, keep it safe on there afterwards. Here, the delay on the tandem top, the follow-up on there afterwards, worked out wonders from Hiho. Going to tie up, match for match, the energy.
Absolutely, and we're going to see whose energy is going to earn them their first game. Hiho already getting hit early, but able to even up the life bar just a little bit. The overhead coming through, and there's top. There's another.
All the side switch in there, but we're going to go ahead. We're actually got quite good enough. Try to go in, I guess was expecting the Mizra from Echoes, but unfortunately going to get hit by all this, forcing the burst away back in here, back into the long-range game.
But Hiho closing distance, able to find the stray hit. Off to a little bit of a weird start at the first round, but able to convert it into a game win. We'll see though, will Echoes adapt? Only one way to find out.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to explore that just that kind of that medium range in there, like at least one away here. We're trying to get as close as we can without being completely up in that close slash range between these two characters. So here we go. Hiho up already one. Trying to hold it down. We're trying to reach out with the 2K from Echoes in there, but that unfortunately going to get punished and get back into the corner.
A just block on one of the Lust Shaker hits, but Echo still having to give up burst, and Hiho, a good TK Bad Moon, able to find the hit, sets up another top, but Echo's just not blocking Bad Moon by the looks of things at the moment.
But we got that run over in there. Got the close slash on there afterwards here, but it's going to be Hiho with the weaponized tandem top. Just run up and do it on there afterwards here.
All right, but here we go. Echoes trying to return pain in kind. Drag Hiho all the way to the other side of the screen. Does so, and now Hiho forced to guess somewhere. Guess is right with the jump in and the capital to seal things off.
Kissed by the Rose at the very end there. We're now trying to reach out with the 2P, and they're getting a little bit of push away in here, but Echoes with the patience in there just waits for Hiho to come back up and gets the close slash.
What a challenge by Hiho, and now Echoes having to go on the defensive, not blocking low. Good block on the mix-up, but Hiho ready with another layer.
Okay, Iron Savior just throws it out there. Does make the hit on there. Trying to get onto the other side in there. Unfortunately puts themselves into the corner as a result in here. Turbo Fall. You're going to get that confirm into the RC from Echoes in here. Burst right back at you though.
Oh, side swap Artemis is going to seal it up for Echoes. Now, one round apiece.
All round Artemis called out the instant air dash from Hiho. Back into neutral here, holding it down, trying to counter with a low range compel. They get called out with the 2D.
I thought that was going to low crush for a second there, but maybe the airborne frames ran out. Regardless, though, a little bit of a shared brain cell moment there. Hiho, though, goes air to air, finds the hit. No wall breaks just yet. Not even a wall slump for either side at the moment.
Oh, enough time to set up the tandem top. Goes in there. Great blocking from Hiho. I like the compel to get away. Go ahead and set up their own same side after that tandem top. Hold it down. Try to go to compel, but he hits it with the burst.
Oh, but that is going to be all she wrote. Hiho, a 2-0 lead over Echoes. Oh, man.
Squid, you were talking about how like the numbers don't translate to what we saw in the match sometimes, like when we see 2-0. This has definitely been one of those sets so far.
Oh yeah, and both games have gone to final game, final round, or final round rather, not final game just yet. Echoes just needs to find one or two more, or just like a single conversion, and easily this could be an 0-2 in Echoes' favor. But
2D into the tandem top, hold it down, same side. Trying to get away from it, but no dice here. You're going to stay in that corner.
Hiho. Really just trying to do to Echoes what Echoes probably does to other players at the moment, but Hiho.
Ooh. Yeah, go ahead, bring down that winger. Significant damage here. Hiho has access to the burst on the play, whether they want to keep it or not. Got time for the Iron Saber OTG into the Bad Moon. Yeah, like didn't even need anything else after that here. Take that round for Echoes.
Same brain cell moment as both players go air to air and counter hit each other. Echoes, no burst in sight. Not even 50% just yet. Hiho needs to make hay while the sun is shining.
Doesn't have a scythe, but has the hair to make it work on here afterwards. So the Mizra into the tandem top one more time in here.
Double tandem top blows up both of them. I think that is the first time I've ever seen that interaction.
But it was Hiho going to go ahead with like the RC on there afterwards, really taking advantage of that moment to great reward.
Yeah, Hiho now set point. Echoes looking to just survive, already taking 50% off of Hiho. Might be able to get a little bit more. Hiho finally pulls the trigger on the burst though.
Okay, trying to keep it on the same side here. Going to keep you guessing which Millia mix-up am I going to do. I know you know all that I know.
Echoes forced to give up their burst, and the big hair card getting sent in, gets the counter hit. The Capel hitting high. We've got wall slump resets. Hiho finds another hit. Needs one more reset. Finds it.
Just like that. Very good play on there. Really good adjustments from Hiho to move on. Make it continue on. Okay, love to see it here. Like going to go up close and personal here. Trying to get get a little bit of hits on there, but it's going to be Willie Wickerson going to get that first knockdown.
Absolutely, and yeah, Mooney opting to wake up with a DP, and now Willie Wickerson forced to give up first, and this is kind of a weird spot if you're Mooney.
Okay, can't line the back on there. Goes trying to go in and reload it. Realized that they were out of bullets, so couldn't do anything else after the RC, but going to get punished for all that with some significant damage. That's just going to add on with interest.
Here we go, Willie Wickerson. Very low on health. Mooney with the run-up sweep. Just going to seal up that first life bar.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Good job so far, but here we go. Willie Wickerson trying to open up Mooney. Mooney, kind of a DP by accident, saving their life a little.
You see the target sensor, it just like come all the way down at the very beginning of the DP. That was like very scary. It's coming down from the sky.
Absolutely, yeah. And now Mooney trying to return a little bit of damage that they took in kind, actually getting more than just their pound of flesh.
That's at least a pound and a half. Better check the scales on there afterwards here. Gonna go in, going to cancels out on the fake Fafnir, but we're gonna go in. One more hit on the RC, but doesn't get much else from it.
Gold burst out from Willie Wickerson now, and this is kind of where Happy Chaos wants to be. Starting the mix, the run through actually going to catch Mooney off guard, and there's Deus Ex Machina to go through the wall.
Okay, yep, definitely going to make it happen on their positive bonus incoming. Going to get a little bit of that. Nice tech on there, but you're forced back into the wall. Another throw, get that RC on there, trying to bait out that burst, but no dice. Going to go in with the 6P. That could change things over and over again on here one more time. Doesn't have the meter to convert off of that, so they're going to have to touch one more time. Wild throw! That's a touch.
That was crazy how far up that 6P hit. Like, I'm in shock how far up that hit. Mooney stealing away that first life bar, though. Job well done. Or that first game, rather. Job well done.
Yeah, just took that life bar, put it in the pocket. It's like, this is mine now. You don't need it. You don't need it at this point. It's like, I'll take good care of it.
Absolutely.
Also, I think I said fake Fafnir. I meant fake Gunflame. I don't know what. Fake Fafnir is another terrifying thing now that I think about it. Ooh.
God.
Man.
I don't want to think about that. Next match, next match.
Let's rock.
Next game, Mooney already taking that first one, and Willie Wickerson trying to get the happy vortex started. Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely like on one-sided Happy Vortex on there. A little bit of a trade on there. We're going to go in with the Goomba Stomp in there. Okay, yeah, this is a really good position for Willie Wickerson to be in as we go ahead, break down that wall, get to the other side.
Not a whole lot of focus to work with for Willie, though. There we go. Big aerial gunshot. Mooney forced to give up first, try and make hay while the sun is shining, while Willie doesn't have that focus.
He gets in there with the jumping heavy slash. I like the placement of the burst in there. Does put Mooney into the corner here. Time to play the game a little bit on there. Fire the Nintendo Zapper. Concentrate on it. Mom, it's my turn on the video games here. You told me after dinner I could. Here's the tap dust.
Tap Dust going to seal it up. Willie Wickerson. First round of the second game on the board. Will it be a 1-all situation, or is Mooney going to bring us to a final round?
Okay, gets it at the ready on there. Okay.
Good call out with a DP. Big wild throw. Another
just for it, but we're going 2K, 2D, and then we're going to go ahead and get the full win. Deus Ex Machina.
Through the wall, start getting the resources built on Willie's side, but Mooney with the RC. Not enough to kill.
That was so quick on the VRC on there afterwards. Knew that they were going to be trying to maintain their turn back on there. Mooney was just quick on the uptake. Unfortunately, is going to get pushed through at the very end there. Had a slight life lead until they didn't. Willie's going to take that, tie it up 1-1.
Also, I see you dominating Moon. How you doing? 1-all situation. We're effectively playing a ranked set at this point.
Yeah, Yeah, going back into that versus 2 territory there, like we got a little bit of idea of what our players are going to do here. How are they going to adjust? Immediate curse placement.
And the roll through as well, not even a real mix-up there. As Willie's getting the wall break and Mooney forced to get up the burst.
Slash on the Slash Volcanic Viper. Going to go ahead, but we're going to have to force the block on there. Does get the stink put on them from Happy Chaos here, but we're going to go ahead, put it at the ready, hold it down in there, and just get that confirm in there. You're high enough in the air to go ahead and break down the wall afterwards.
Absolutely, Mooney though. Chunky life bar in pocket, good block on the tap dust, but Willie, good job baiting out the DP, able to take the first round.
Yeah, Mooney was like Willie was just a little bit too far away in there, so get ahead the full punish on there afterwards here. Looks like Willie's slowly getting into Mooney's brain.
Mooney, corner opening, able to jump out of the corner, but Willie reads the burst situation right, just no combo.
Yeah, doesn't get, unfortunately, a lot from it, but nice use of the far slash on there going in. But here comes the tap dust of Mooney's very own. Okay. First, put it back in the corner here, hold it down, get that concentration going. You're going to have to reload, and you're going to have to get it on it. Fortunately, the curse is being placed on them, and Willie is holding down back on there afterwards here. This is the conversion you need here after curse is placed yet again.
There we go. The far-reaching button from Willie Wickerson gonna earn them their second game. This, oh man, this is looking a little bit rough for Mooney at this point. That first game definitely more of a data game for Willie Wickerson, I feel, at this point.
If I had a move, if I had like a top 5 list of moves that I would wake up in a cold sweat from a nightmare for, Happy Chaos's 2S is definitely one of those moves. We saw just like how the far reaching of that and being able to get the full conversion. It's just such a good button for an already good character.
Somebody's taking off the table for Mooney. Full far slash doing its thing. Willie able to make their way out and start the vortex.
Okay, closely up. Oh, the Deus Ex Machina come out, but yeah, you're already a splat on the wall, so go ahead, take that on there, get a little bit of health, get that 50%.
Mooney trying to read the situation with the BRC, but Willie Wickerson misjudging the distance from the wall. Definitely wanted the wall break there, but able to recover.
Absolute checkmate situation on there. It's really hard for Mooney to really approach. You could maybe do a last-ditch effort, maybe Night Raid Vortex, maybe hopefully get something on there, but it was not to be in any regard here. This is set point for sure. The burst coming out early.
Things going from bad to worse for Mooney at this point. Willie Wickerson having the game plan on lock. Deus Ex Machina for that positive bonus, and now Mooney gonna have to guess.
So that bullets in the chamber is going to add a little bit more. Does get the clip on there afterwards here. Going to try to maintain it on here, but ran out of meter here. Mooney has a chance in there, but gets denied early on. The cloak coming out to play there, which is actually going to keep Stoll Cup in a sandwich.
And the tap dust going to seal it up. Willie Wickerson drops the first game. Ends up getting the next 3. Great job for them.
Yeah, good stuff all around here. Willie Wickerson going to be moving on. I'm in the ladder, getting another win on their side.
Okay, Mimi looking to improve to 6-3 by the looks of things. Meanwhile, Astral, I do not see them immediately on the screen, but Mimi off to a good start with the black back throw. Anji stuck against the corner, having to give up the burst.
Already going to go ahead, following, try to go in with the 2H on there. Here comes the burst, though. Keep Anji into the corner here. Go ahead and get the fall up. Oh, caught. Mimi standing up.
Astral kind of outranging Elphelt's buttons here, just barely spending the fans. Gonna seal up this first life bar.
Yeah, making sure you see all the different colors and patterns inside that fan on there. And immediate, like we spin to win, and it's looking pretty good right now to go ahead and break that wall on here. Oh, that's more than half of the life bar.
Yeah, that is a massive chunk of life taken off of Mimi's side. Mimi definitely gonna have to work to try and get back into this match. Does find the big counter hit. Run up throws the option.
Mimi get the throw to get a blaster coming out to play on there afterwards here, but go in. Oh, nice call out on there. We're trying to go in for the higher option on there. Astral just really snipes it out.
Astral does offense so far, but does get counter hit, and now Mimi with the Fine Berry applies the bomb jacket.
We're playing Bomberman right now, and it's still active on here. Not for very long though. Like Astral does get it for him. Nice block, but no punish.
Wasn't close enough, I think, for the punish, but it doesn't end up mattering. Astral able to make up for the lack of punish, able to get that final hit and take that first game.
Okay, yeah, we're starting to see a little bit of back and forth on there afterwards. I like the addition of Pineberry being able to be active on there after the wall break on there, like just gives a little bit of extra level of terror to that. But we're seeing Astral not caring for that in the world, just gonna go ahead and play the game.
Definitely not. Anji Mito does not care for your Oki setup. As Mimi give a burst pretty early.
A little bit of a tap on there afterwards. Here we go in, get it hit with the overhead in there, back in the corner we go. Here we're going to keep it plus. And again.
Goes overhead, keeps Mimi in the corner, goes low this time, and able to RC into a kill. Astral really building momentum this match.
Okay, this time not falling for the spin this time around. Like Mimi is going to go ahead and get the throw. Followed up with the 6-6H into the, throw a little bit of that Pine Berry on there afterwards to get the wall break.
Big counter hit, Mimi. Trying to steal a little bit of that momentum back for them. Astral just gets caught. And it is a perfect for Mimi. Big statement being made as final round of the second game. Astral starting off on the back foot, having to give up burst.
A couple missed Charlottes out there just to keep Astral just firmly placed on the ground on here. This is where Mimi's been doing a lot of damage on here while being able to keep this pressure from the corner in here. We go ahead and get the confirm into the disrepair, and we caught Astral getting out of there and finally gets a hit as they get out of the corner.
Full meter on Mimi's side. Does this catch?
Oh, that was thick! The PRC on there, the very beginning of that coming out right before the overdrive committed on there. What a play! I kind of need to see that again later on there. But it is going to be Mimi going to finish out the round in there. The good Charlotte in out of repair on there at the very end.
Blown away because I thought that Mimi had reacted in time to that attempted tap dust in order to catch Astral. That was so smart from Astral, as just immediately inputting the PRC and just able to put somehow beat out that super reversal.
It was absolutely beautiful timing. We saw the very, very beginning of that happen through there. I didn't even see the purple come out to play. Unfortunately, did not lead to a victory on it, so it's 1-1, and immediately Mimi is getting hit and getting bursted out of the situation.
Mimi really just playing from behind a lot in this set. But, Astral, you need to finish your plate right now.
Doesn't know, like maybe it's trying to go in and like thinking about the dessert on the buffet, not thinking about the plate in front of them. However, they got back into it, get their vitamins in there with the follow-up.
Absolutely. Astral. Aggression to start things off. Mimi able to force out burst from Astral, but still stuck in the corner.
Okay, low option one more time, and you have enough for the overdrive after.
Tossing out the fans. Mimi does still have burst to work with, but at this point, it is... Oh! I'm not sure what happened from Mimi. Some got the 2P and might have just thought that they had RC, but instead somehow inputted burst. And
Yeah,
Astral just taking full advantage of the accidental burst.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately it was a gold burst, so like got pushed away a little bit, was not able to punish that part of it. So there was a little bit of hesitation there, but it was Astral going to go ahead and get the final hits that mattered to make it 2-1.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right. Astral looking to complete the set at this point. Mimi trying to bring us to a Game 5 situation, already spending burst, and Astral finding a big hit. And then the fans breaking the wall down.
All right, positive bonus, good interaction happening on here for Astral, but it's going to be the far hit from Mimi. Going to go ahead and get back into the neutral thing. Ooh, that BRC.
That was so sick. BRC back, somehow getting a air K button out of it. But here we go, Mimi trying to set up a little bit of a vortex. The super actually does not go the right way. And Mimi, accidental super maybe?
Oh, like doesn't get anything on the follow-up on there, just trying to get up with the elite, but we spin the win into the Fujin. Astral is going to take that into set point. But yeah, it looked like on the Bomb Chocolate, looked like there was a cross-up happening on there, so Astral was facing the wrong way as a result. So very interesting interaction for sure.
Point now from Astral, like you said, but risky. Mimi is fighting.
To the overhead one more time for the road. Are we going to do another one? Are we going to cancel out of it? Are we doing it again? No, we're going to PRC, and this time Mimi's not having it. Getting thrown.
Here we go. You got to take advantage of this corner position that they've got Astral in. Here we go, but Astral's good 2Ps.
Oh, and you... Okay, Mimi tried to go in for looked like the tick throw on there after the 2K, and Astral's, you know what? Have a little bit of a love tap. It's been a good match, but it's mine now. 3-1.
Anji wins.
Oh no!
It's at
Not
least
37
36.
of them in a row.
It's at least 36 or less.
Oh, that's got to be my favorite version of that type of name. Like there's someone I believe was like approximately 10,000 bees is another one like that. I'm like, oh no, but that's a lot of bees. But yeah, not 37 rats playing the Bedman, which it asked like I do not want to see 37 rats in that bed. No, thank you on there versus UnderWare on the Eno.
Probably our last match of the night, just letting intros rock. Well, rather last match of the ladder tonight before we cut for top 8. UnderWare versus not 37 rats coming at you right now.
I'll be going in with the 2S immediately into the stroke the big tree on there. This is an interesting match actually on here because you got like Bedman has the 8-way movement that like on there, and like you're gonna have to deal with like some of the unusual dash and options that that Eno has on here. Eno's definitely got the speed on the upper hand, but you know that you got some of those big hits that Bedman can cause problems early on.
Absolutely, yeah, and what you've also got to deal with sort of like the building pile of errors that Bedman starts to really get rolling when things are going his way. As we can see right now, just getting the gunk out of the eye in order to get that wall break, and UnderWare just exploding on the Oki.
Oh, I've never thought of that as like the gunk out of the eye, like the sleep, like when you wake up, but that's totally what it is. That's totally what it is on there. It is going to be UnderWare going to go with the follow-up though. Going to get that big, the big follow-up on there. Half that life bar gone for 37 rounds.
37 rats forced to give up burst, but UnderWare, good defense so far. Good chase down with the RC as well.
Get the roll on there afterwards. Try to go in for the 6H option on there. UnderWare was ready for it. And I like these backdashes on there. Did get hit with the jump in on there. Forced the burst from UnderWare. But now we're going to get those clips in where they count. And you have the meter to make it work. You don't even need it. You just go in there with a special and get that round for yourself.
All tied up in this first game, but not 37 rats with the burst economy advantage. UnderWare get first one to really get opened up, and 37 Rats is just going to town at this point.
Well, that's a NYC subway ready to go at that point here. Going to go ahead, follow up with the Wild Assault into the Mad Love on there afterwards here. Going to get a little bit of damage, but most importantly, going to get that positive bonus to get more meter.
Yoki as well, but not 37 Rats. Ready with the YRC. UnderWare using BRC and just goes for double overhead and forces out the burst.
To the 2H on there. Choo Choo goes to bed on there, and that gets another tap afterwards here, and it's going to be not 37 Rats taking that first match.
Okay. Yeah, this will be our last set for the ladder shuts down. 2 minutes left to go. If you're listening right now and you want to get in that final set, be sure to hop into that queue, as we are ending off our ladder portion of the stream tonight with not 37 Rats already up a game. UnderWare looking to respond.
Yeah, we were seeing some really good hits early on from UnderWare, being able to get the conversion in there, but right now we're just trying to find it, get the Mad Love into the full conversion on there afterwards. That is going to definitely break the wall. Okay, get a little chunk of damage on there. Into the 2S, okay.
That actually earns burst out of not 37 Rats. UnderWare swats away that needle shot from Rats, and now getting another big wall break.
All 2S into the cancel to the PRC. And like this trying to say like not 37 Rats is all up in UnderWare. It's just like, oh, this is a terrifying scenario for commentary.
It absolutely is. Yeah, this has some like really like climax of the night feeling going on right now.
Oh yeah, you ever see Willard? This is that movie. This is okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead, get the Chemical Love out in there to the Fortissimo.
37 Rats gonna have to guess on Wake Up. Guess is wrong, has to give up burst, but UnderWare just seems undeniable at the moment. He's in the YRC.
Yeah, definitely kind of keep it to that mid-range a little bit while it's like trying to avoid some of the slower moving buttons that not 37 Rats has on there afterwards, and a lot of application of not just love, but Mad Love in there in the follow-up, going to get the match for themselves.
1-all for both of our players. Not 37 Rats. Yeah. Just looking to respond.
Like not 37 Rats, I need all 37 of you to respond to this. How do you feel?
We asked 100 New York Rats. Top 6 answers on the board.
Yeah, survey says going to get a little bit of a trade back on the 2S in there from UnderWare. We're going to go ahead into the Mad Love. Yeah, keeping it plus on there afterwards. Try to go down with the dive on there afterwards here. Trying to maintain the pressure in the corner. Throwing out the notes.
Yeah, not 37 Rats is just struggling to do anything out of the corner right now. UnderWare, good pressure. Finally, though, not 37 Rats able to find the hit, but UnderWare sending them right back.
Okay, actually gets the counter hit on the 5P on there afterwards. Actually very valuable in there. Got into the other opposite corner, the western corner, and got into a wall tap situation on there. Didn't even need to do the follow-up, just had a simple little flip, and there you are to get the lead.
UnderWare. Yeah, just looking for that wall break right now. Start getting that positive bonus rolling to regenerate your burst. Not 37 Rats is just looking for an answer right now. Needle shot might be a 3. Wow.
Okay, I'd like a really good response on there from the Fortissimo on the Clash to immediately go into the Sultry performance and just take it a follow-up on there. But we're going to go ahead. Chemical Love, you're going to get that full combo. You have it on plate in there. You might as well spin it. You can't take it with you. Take the lead, UnderWare.
Not 37 Rats. Just really can't seem to get the ball rolling. Like Bedman, we're really just sort of seeing the weakness of Bedman right now. Just when you're unable to get your errors really rolling, it is very hard to build any sort of momentum.
Squid, I gotta agree on that. It's like you're getting like the initial hits on there and like getting the follow up, but you're getting hit before you have even chance to go in for the for any of the follow ups on there afterwards with error. So and of course that the speed and some of the tenacity that Eno has been working out greatly in UnderWare's favor.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame
what could be our final game of the ladder happening right now. A little bit of a music swap happening.
Sometimes it's all you need on there. Just get the different music on there, jam to a different groove. But it is going to UnderWare, going to use that burst to maintain corner pressure on there. We're using a little bit of flawless defense in there from not 37 rats to kind of like keep UnderWare pushed away. Okay.
All right, here we go. This is the momentum that Not 37 Rats needs to build, and around the errors are really starting to pile up, and UnderWare forced to guess somewhere.
Okay, already up in the air, can't get hit with the follow-up from 37 Rats in there, but the jumping slash is going to go all the way in there. We're spinning the tandem top on there, holding it down, gets onto the other side. 2H is blocked though.
UnderWare, golden lease on life, Not 37 Rats. Errors have passed at this point, needs to find one more opportunity.
YRC, you know, yeah. Oh, and I like that, using the deflect shield to get the push away, but not from the projectile on there. Not 37 Rats getting the first round in a little bit.
Two ships passing silently in the night for the round start. Neither player with burst in pocket, but Not 37 Rats. Big counter hit. Somehow, explosion goes the wrong way, but second explosion finding its mark.
Strike the big tree on their early chemical love, and they're holding it down with the blocks in there, using the deflect shield on there. Hasn't been getting a lot of success with that from UnderWare.
UnderWare. Oh no, getting clipped. Errors really just piling up, and UnderWare just getting assailed. The low hit going to seal it up, and we have a Game 5.
Game 5 all the way through. That, you know, that's a good way to potentially end the latter portion of the bracket here as we get to our final game, showing some of the competitiveness that we've been seeing in the ladder all throughout this evening so far.
Yeah, both players readying up at this point. Game 5, do or die.
Okay, Eagle coming back in, familiar territory. We're seeing a lot more. Yeah, seeing a lot more projectiles on there. Did get hit with the jumping slash in there, and beautiful block on the burst. And here, going to give Not 37 Rats to get more than half that life bar gone.
And this is really what you want to see if you're Not 37 Rats. A lot of health already taken off of UnderWare. You're able to really start getting your error train rolling at this point. Beyblade coming in, the jumping button going to be doing a lot of work, but wall break to BRC, that seals it up.
Yeah, interrupted the stroke the big tree like early on, and they're just like, no, I'm going to deny it. Set point for Not 37 Rats, taking the lead back after that long drought on there. Going to go ahead, get the multiple hits on the ball, and forcing the burst from UnderWare.
That is probably the last burst that UnderWare is going to see unless we go into a final game, final round. Not 37 Rats staying airborne, navigating the space above that note, but UnderWare, Not 37 Rats in the corner. That's a big counter hit. Wall gets broken.
Right, and like we're going to build up that meteor immediately onto it. Had the Mad Love on here, going to continue it on there. You don't even need to use it. You just get the big wall hit on there. Set point for both players.
It's going to end tonight with a W. Nope, gets blocked. Stroke the big tree, follow up though.
Long distance chemical love on there. You got to watch out for the environment on there afterwards here. 8-way run early on. Going to keep 37 Rats back in the corner, but we're going to go in with the back throw in there. Time for a corner change.
Oh, and what a counter. Not 37 Rats. Didn't have the tension for the super wall break, but this is a golden opportunity.
Oh, UnderWare was fortunate to have burst on there. That could have been very well the end of it. Time to set up the pressure one more time. This time getting the block of their own, returning the favor on here. 37 Rats has a little bit of burst to work with here. Are they going to get a chance to use it? They've got kicks in.
Just barely though, but not 37 Rats. They might just have to use the burst early.
And another block, just waiting for that burst, just waiting for the proper time. It's like 37 Rats. It's so near the end of the round. You know you want it to happen. UnderWare was ready for it on there, like saw who the killer was in the mystery novel. And AboveRuin on here. I see the Happy Chaos. I see the Baiken. I see the stage. I see it's time to rock.
Absolutely, and yeah, early counter hit for AboveRuin does force out burst from Kirby. And what a juggle from Kirby, able to hit AboveRuin on the way down and able to get that wall splat into the wall break.
Okay, AboveRuin tried to go in with the 2H. Is approach button on there, but Kirby was ready for it, got the punish. Nice little backdash on it. Tried to go in for the rope Kabari afterwards. Get headbutt. It's bang your head. Middle help to drive you mad. Tries to go in for the grab PRC to get out of the wild situation, ending with the tech for the air throw.
2K, 2D, Kirby getting the roll through, and AboveRuin just living on borrowed time as the Goomba Stomp comes in, gives Kirby that first round.
Living that Mario platformer lifestyle in there. Goes in, you built up a little bit more of that concentration on there afterwards here. Fire the gun, blang, blang, boom. You don't have enough bullets, but you know what? A good fist goes a long way.
Absolutely, and Kirby, trying to meet AboveRuin in the air-to-air, but the Yozansen making sure that Kirby getting the worst of that situation, and now AboveRuin taking the wall break pretty early.
Okay, what goes in for the grappling hook on there, long-range parry, so it does get the deflect on there, but here we go, the change-out for Kirby to go into the close slash in the air, get that Deus Ex Machina, take advantage of it, get a slight life lead from that.
Proceeds forward, Kirby. Oh no, gets opened up, and AboveRuin able to steal away that second game, or second round rather. Now, Kirby going low, able to pull out the gun, bring it over to the wall, and just with the haymaker, break the wall.
Okay, get the go in with the 6H on there afterwards here, firing off the curse. Going to get avoided from AboveRuin here, trying to get reapplied on there after. Okay, holding it down on here. One more turn, get that stink on them.
Yeah, AboveRuin just looking for an opening to try and get offense started, but Kirby, good job, finds the air-to-air hit. AboveRuin, ERC drift down. Gets that rope applied, and now, oh, what a clash! Just couldn't pick it past the button.
And that was unfortunate because set up the at the ready on their AboveRuin was able to get full hit on there, get the tap dust one more time, just get into it. The TK Yozansen bring down the Spinny to take that first match.
Yeah, good first game from AboveRuin. Kirby. I mean, Kirby played that one pretty well as well, just unable to really get anything with the zoning game plan, had to close in distance to try and get some actual damage, and that's where AboveRuin really took advantage of that one. We'll see, though. Can Kirby tie things up, or is AboveRuin going to take a 2-0 lead? Good round start.
Yeah, the jumping heavy slash immediately on go ahead and get a counter hit on that. I do like how AboveRuin was trying to doing a lot of avoidance on there, realizing that Kirby was trying to get into their game plan, throwing out curse a lot in that. So it's just you know what, I'm going to avoid it here. I'm going to make sure you don't get any of that damage on here afterwards. But it is going to be the 6P for Kirby with the rope on top of it. We're going bungee jumping at the Taurus trap on there, and the backhand hit Deus Ex Machina for extra effort, plus 2 points.
That was sick, and yeah, Kirby just going to snowball out of control at this point, having to use the haymaker to break the wall, so soft knockdown. AboveRuin closing distance though, applying pressure, double Yozansen.
Kirby wanted that long range distance, really wanted it so bad. So bad they put themselves into the corner on that. Did get it out with the air throw at the very end, but AboveRuin could turn that around.
AboveRuin. Yeah, tap dust, Kirby. He's got to find some kind of opening. And there we go. The 2P will do it, and that gives Kirby the opening in order to get that combo into Deus Ex Machina.
Go ahead, bring it down onto the other side. A lot of health on the plate, and we get in with a close slash on top of that here. Doesn't get anything on the follow-up, like on there was maybe like worried about the concentration on the meter on there. YRC get off of there, back into the instant air dash into the jumping slash from AboveRuin.
Oh! What a berry from AboveRuin. Kirby just living on borrowed time at the moment. Wait a minute. AboveRuin needs to spin burst.
Oh, we got the snake on up, but the trade on the favor there looked like a 6P at the very end was what hit the mark there. AboveRuin gonna go fall down, tied up now for Kirby, 1-1. At the ready hit, yes. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. What? How did Kirby win that trade? How? I was expecting us to still be in that game, and like it going to final round. Like I don't know how AboveRuin died in that situation.
Yeah, at the ready is like just like it's a quick draw on there. Like Johnson has to go all the way to the other side at the very beginning to even make it happen. So I think it was just barely ahead in the scale of things on here. Like that, Kirby going in, setting up that curse one more time. They are having to hold down that
Have to hold things down, yeah, and AboveRuin, no burst in sight. Focus is gone for Kirby rather, just a moment. But here we go, big headbutt. A tether is applied, but Kirby's the one with the tether combo.
And it goes both ways on that. And Kirby's been showing that time and time again with the rope Kabari to be able to get take that on there. Already pointing out the Nintendo Zapper, applying the deodorant one more time in there, going to the stop, and we are rolling into victory.
Yeah, hands up, hands down, but here we go. Kirby getting caught by the Baiken parry, and now tether is on AboveRuin. I'm not sure which side that Johnson hit, but Kirby getting juggled like a basketball at the moment.
2H is applied on there. Grappling hook Kabari. Nice little perfect on there. Answering her kind there. Critical round incoming. Who is going to take the lead?
A little bit of the neutral being played. Air to air, and the Goomba Stomp going to be the winner there. AboveRuin forced to give up first, and Kirby now playing a little bit of that zoning game. But just as I say that, run up low. There's the gun flip and the jump P to break the wall.
Okay, early on in there, just enough range in there just to get the 6P one more time in there. And I like how Kirby is enjoying, just playing the perfect range on here, just denying AboveRuin all the steps away. Until the point where AboveRuin's like, you know what, I'm going to switch it around, get the throw into the rope. We're going for walkies.
Double rope being applied. There's the gold burst, gets that rope off, and now burst is coming back in bunches, but AboveRuin got to make hay while Kirby does not have any bullets. 100 meter to work with, though. But this is looking like a bad situation, and yeah, that's going to be it.
Someone went to the throw factory and found all the throws. They were selling throws from the back of the pickup truck out there at a sale on their AboveRuin. Just going in time and time again, just switching it up a little bit, and it worked out there to take the lead.
Yeah, this is a very close set. Like, freaking both of these players just evenly matched at the moment. And Kirby, wait a minute. Are we?
I don't. Yeah.
Nah.
I agree with that. Like on there, Kirby has been doing a lot of good work to deny a lot of the things that a Baiken is known for, like getting in there with the advantage. So AboveRuin in the lead here. This is on loser side, by the way. So whoever loses is going to have to watch the rest of this top 8 like everyone else.
Absolutely, yeah. And Kirby just opting for the color install. And we can already see good jump in from Kirby, just sort of by accident almost. AboveRuin with the stink on them.
Okay, just goes in there, activates the extra concentration on there one more time. 6P been working wonders for Kirby, and they're going to get yet another rope Kabari combo.
Ball gets broken though, and now Kirby trying to create distance. Good back throw, and AboveRuin probably just going to hold on to this burst extra tight. Maybe you can make a comeback at this point now that we've hit 50 tension, but it really seems like you're only delaying the inevitable.
Okay, YRC, you're still stuck onto the rope on here, but it's going to be Kirby taking advantage on there. Does get a couple little hits with the OTG afterwards, but the parry comes out for Baiken. That goes on to a little too high, and the 6P was being out on there to get the round for Kirby.
Yeah, just a little too high, and that round in coming in just in time for Kirby with no more bullets. AboveRuin also working with no burst right now as well, so things looking a little dangerous for them to start off the second round, but here we go, able to get a good combo starter.
All right, yeah, trying to go in for the reset after Kabari, but again, get denied on it this time. Jumping slash immediately into the air to stop some of the momentum on there. The rope does come out to play, but not, you're still stuck in that corner. Rock in a hard place, Rock in a gun place with Deus Ex Machina.
First going to be coming back in just a minute for AboveRuin if they don't opt for a wild assault, but the momentum, Johansson coming in clutch. Kirby not pulling the trigger on the burst just yet. Probably just going to let this life bar go. Wait a minute.
Kirby was just a little bit patient on there, but you know what? Run up, Johansson catches out in there. Set point for AboveRuin.
First equal on both sides. Kirby giving away a lot of space to start things off, not blocking the tap dust.
Follow up into the RC, keep their turn. The Tommy Gaishi.
Big Tommy Gaishi, yeah. Kirby.
We roll to the other side here, holding it down there. The curse is still applied. Great backdash from Kirby to avoid the blue wild assault.
Now we got 50% to use. Gonna immediately cash out with Deus Ex Machina. Start getting this positive bonus train rolling.
Applies the curse immediately back on there again. No, like they meet up in the air, but no button press, no air throw. Going to keep it up there with the Goomba stopping the side switch in there for AboveRuin.
Kirby's just been rocking out right now with how many times that headbutt has connected, but time ticking away. TK Johansson not going to be enough to kill. Kabari is on.
Nothing on the JH on there afterwards. Here's holding it down, and one more throw for the road. You are on the rope for life on there afterwards. It is going to be AboveRuin moving on loser side. Afterwards, Lurry versus Nan. Here we go. The sin for Nan.
Big start for Nan, already earning burst out of Lurry and already getting the wall break as well. No!
Oh, well, we're right back into it. Make sure to get your protein in there on there. Get that positive bonus on there afterwards here. You don't want to have to go to the doctor nearly as much as you want to because you're fighting the doctor right now.
Absolutely. Donut getting tossed by Lurry, and honestly, the item luck doesn't seem to be in Lurry's favor at the moment. Look what I mean. Nan just picking up that trombone, Lurry slipping on the banana peel, and yeah, that's just the end of the round. Just totally unlucky for Lurry.
Going in, we're going in with the kind of the mid-range buttons on there. Nice low profile over the startup of the move from Nan in there. Gets away. I like the follow-up into the throw in there because you're getting hit with the mini Faust anyway. You're going to have to deal with the mini Faust one way or the other. Might as well use the throw and vulnerabilities to not worry about it whatsoever.
Overhead coming in from Nan, and now Lurry needing to find an opening. Actually does so with the syringe. There we go. Mix. Gets the wall splat. There's the wall break.
Into the L Hunt, just tries to finish it off with 6K. Goes in for it again. Has plenty of stamina to work with here. Not going to be a worry for the moment here. One more time into the follow-up. Here we go. Hawk Baker into it. It forces the burst away for Lurry.
Afro on for Nan, but Bucket just sends the DP. Somehow doesn't get the second hit of it, so Lurry did have a little bit of agency in his movement, but Nan shutting the door. First game on the board.
Yeah, they're like doing a really good job of keeping those resources in check and like using them when they're needed, but not going completely overboard in there. We're just seeing like kind of seeing where Lurry's want to go. We see some of the low profiling in there from Beak Driver and a couple other moves, but Lurry was not able to get anything really started. Like Nana was just ignoring some of the items, in fact.
I mean, that's sort of the thing as well, as like, you don't have to acknowledge every item. Like, I feel like that's a very easy trap for like maybe new or intermediate players to like try and acknowledge every item that Faust throws at you. Like,
absolutely, yeah.
A bunch of like great players will just sort of let Faust do like toss items and only acknowledge like stuff like this, Meteor.
Oh, you absolutely have to acknowledge a Meteor. You can't get away from that guard thresh on there afterwards. The Afro coming out to play. Check out the throw in there. Goes in for the Hawk Baker and gets exploded by the Afro, but you know what? Why not do it again?
Absolutely, but Nan getting the worst end of that situation. Lurry getting around on the board, looking to match Nan's game.
Matching the energy with the mix on there afterwards here one more time. Goes ahead, already jumping over the command grab from Lurry in here, and actually going to be able to use it. The trade! Actually, both players got hit with the bomb. Stop Nan's tirade.
Yeah, this is actually a really good situation for Lurry. There's the mini Faust. There's a Meteor, but the throw animation going to allow Nan to tank all of it, and Lurry getting sent through the wall.
Oh, Nan using that throw and vulnerability like a game genie to get away from the Meteors, from mini Faust and everything in between. Goes Elphelt, cancels out of it one more time, just goes in for the overhead, and you know what? Catches with the close slash at the mark.
Nan tying up the round count now, looking to take the 2-0 lead. Meanwhile, Lurry just looking to even things up. Bomb is on the field. Nan ready for with the block though, but somehow able to sneak away that trombone through the burst animation.
I always love a good parade on there, especially when you sneak past the regulations on top of that from the local government. We're going to go ahead with the follow-up, trying to go in for the tap dust and getting denied with DP from Nan.
Here we go, Nan. No more life to give. Lurry just needs one solid hit, but weak defensive options on Faust's side being exploited by Nan. Oh, no way you went for a scalpel dive twice in a row, Lurry. You are a nut.
Oh, Lurry knows exactly what to do with this character. Has been showing it time and time again, and just like that, gets a 1 on their side, tying up the set count.
Man, this is sort of like a tough spot if you're Nan now. Just re-upping with the Sen. It's definitely been working. Like, I feel like having more characters, no matter what fighting game you're in, having more characters that you can use is sometimes a double-edged sword. I'm glad that Nan is like not looking at like their alternates yet.
Keeping it up in here, I think it's been very strong in there, being able to like kind of apply that pressure on there afterwards. Getting the gold burst, that's going to help a little bit.
Yeah, here we go, mix. Lurry looking to try and drag Nan all the way to the corner. Snip, command grab will finish off the job, and now the Afro is alight. There's the guard crush.
Faust wasn't happy with that. Gonna give it another shot here. Go in, jump dust, set it on fire one more time, and we go the RTL onto the other side here. Oh, 5K from Lurry.
That was so good, and yeah, the counter hit going to seal it up. Lurry just maybe wasn't sure if Nan was gonna get burst in time. It's all good. Ooh, storing the hammer for later.
Has one stamina to work with, already used it at that point just to try to get the quarter go, the second close slash going to make it. We're going to use that L cut, approach the Faust on here. Go ahead, get not quite to the wall break, and actually Lurry was able to get the go ahead and get the mash out to get back into neutral.
Absolutely, and look at the DP bait there, Nan. Oh, not getting sent through the wall.
We are not. We are against glass on here. We don't want to make it. We gotta make sure to protect those glass walls on here. We're gonna get a follow up on here with the overdrive. Doesn't even need the mini Faust on here for the bricks and shins.
I don't think that this is close enough to the wall. No, just barely not. And Nan with a sliver just sends the DP, hopes for the best, but Lurry ready for it. Taking the 2-1 lead. Only needs one more game to move on.
Right, just like that. Now, we were talking about like it felt like the Sin was still a good choice. Do you anticipate Nan switching from the Sin now, or do you think it's the correct choice still?
I imagine that you're probably looking to take Lurry off guard at this point. You probably want to swap a character. Like, this is definitely the point in time where a character swap would happen. But Nan placing trust in Sin. I mean, I'm of two minds about it. Like, I'm on one hand, I advocate for if you swap characters, you need to swap characters early. But with Nan in particular, just having so many different characters, like, I feel like that they're one of the few who can get away with a late character swap down to 1.
But we're gonna not see that right now. The 6H into the Faust parade on there afterwards. Here we go. Tyrant Barrel times it, breaks the wall. Significant life lead in there. Nana still showing that they're in it still.
Yeah, but the dive kick coming in, counter hitting. Lurry, a massive combo, and the golf swing to break the wall. It had that limb just extended. Knew that Nan was going to go for the BRC.
Oh, I barely saw that teleport. It was just like, that was the jump scare for all jump scares in time for that. Oh, the last hit of that DP would have killed on their forced burst from Lurry. But the wait.
Who won?
Oh, Nan won! They both got hit with the bomb on there, but the focus on Lurry on there, like, maybe thinking, yeah, Lurry is definitely the one down on it. Nan's still in the game.
This is a big one. Nan trying to build momentum. Half health already taken from Lurry, but a big counter hit just stopping Nan in their tracks. But wait a minute.
Go ahead, bring down that 6H, use the extent of the pole on here, keep alive in this game here. Now we're going to keep it on there. The surprise, the instant PRC from Lurry to go back. I want the eastern corner.
Absolutely, and Lurry now investing that precious burst into a blue wild assault and able to get that wall break as well. Heavy scaling because of the wild assault though, but a big counter hit. Is Nan going to pull the trigger?
Well, we got a lot of items on the play here and a bomb out there. The mini Faust coming into play. Actually got to be able to push the wall bomb back, but the fallen spin says no. The tied up gets in there with the dives, and Lurry is on set point.
Set point versus game 5 point. Who's going to come out on top? Lurry, first hit on the board. The dive kick coming in. Nan has to give up first.
Nan tried to get in there with the gazelle step early on, but no can do. Trumpet is out to play there. Who's going to sing a tune? We're going to keep it protected. Lurry just backs right into it, holding down in there just to keep Lurry from approaching.
2K finds its mark, but the DP coming in for Nan. And now we got a big conversion. Tyrant Barrel not close enough to the corner.
Baker in there, goes in, cancels out into the 6H in here one more time. Doesn't have any stamina really to work with. We're going to have to wait for that meter to come back in here as Lurry gets more items on the field.
Oh, that is a clutch mini Faust, and that is kind of messing with Nan's approach at the moment, but there he goes, walking away. The items, though, going to seal it up. The Meteor Strike direct.
Brownie on the Venom. We got ourselves, a little bit of an assassin off here.
Absolutely, yeah. The Dead Man rises once again on the side of Venom. Kind of give a wave burst early on. Joe Brownie does, but they'll find a counter hit. Slykatari with a very aggressive burst.
Enough time to set up the cue ball in there one more time. Trying to check into the corner pocket. Goes in for the command grab. Robokai with the help on there afterwards here. Going to get the confirm into the wall. Enough time for the black hole to come out into play. Bring out that positive bonus.
Absolutely, and now Joe Brownie looking for some damage, but slykatari, the first one to close distance, find a significant hit, and now Joe Brownie having to guess somewhere. Slykatari taking a big bite out of crime, though.
But it may have been worth it. Time to bring out the Dark Angel, one of my favorite thrash metal bands, and also a great overdrive on top of that here. Not enough to kill here. Not going to get the burst or anything else. The Clash in there just gets the second hit of that. Might as well finish the job. It does for Joe Brownie.
Absolutely. Joe Brownie, first one on the board, but behind on the burst economy to start off the second round. Slykatari, a full stick of butter available, but Joe Brownie just navigating this battlefield so well.
We're going to change it out here, but we're going to go in one more throw to take it over the corner here.
Big air throw. Now Joe Brownie trying to go for a dive kick, but Slykatari giving up the burst.
Oh, we go in with the power bunker in there. Oh, and you're going to use the full bar, get that tremendous damage on here. Thanks for the juice, the V8.
Oh no, he's hot. Holy cow!
Around the world just like that, going to tie up the round. Nice little air throw on there, follow up. I like the back. I like the air dash, the back dash away from the 2H on there, trying to avoid. Slykatari was doing a lot of the 2Hs on there to capture on the distance, and Joe Brownie is caught onto it here. Doesn't get anything on the follow-up here, but still maintains pressure.
And Joe Brownie, just the start of this melting life bar for Slykatari has been from that round start back throw. Joe Brownie forced to give up burst, but Slykatari, big jump in, should be able to return some of this pain in kind.
I'll load up that fist, make the hit on there, nearly tying up the life amount on here. Wild Assault just goes in, cancels out to the grab. Universe counter into one more super match punch. Just make it, break it, take it.
And what looked to be a really bad final round for Slykatari ends up in their favor from just 2 touches. One big jump in and then a post wall break follow-up. Joe Brownie, yeah, I don't think that we're going to see the Jacko. I think Joe Brownie's going to try and play out the Venom.
You know, I think was getting a lot of really good hits in there. Was definitely showcasing a lot of trying to get the approaches on there from some of the follow-ups from Slykatari in there. Especially we're seeing a lot of low-profile cue ball in there. Just to hold it down. Okay, nothing on that on there afterwards here, but enough time to set up the balls one more time and play the billiards.
Yeah, definitely, if you're Venom, you want to be playing billiards against Slayer. The man doesn't even have a Q, and Slykatari very low on health, chip damage coming in, and the Dark Angel actually trades with the Mappa Punch, and there's the Black Hole Pocket, and the OTG gonna steal up that life bar.
All the beautiful trade. You know Joe Brownie loves to see that on there afterwards here. So yeah, Dark Angel still active upon getting hit on there anyway, so just full advantage there.
Absolutely. Slykatari not taking kind to losing that round in that way. A big jump in was the start of this combo. Super Mappa Hunch is going to be the ender, and look at that life bar for Joe Brownie. That thing is gone.
Yeah, it doesn't take very much. All Slayer has to do is dial a few buttons on that cell phone and gets connected wherever he may go. But we're going to go ahead with the follow-up in here. We're just shooting out the cue balls, wasting all that time. The Billiard Club don't want to know where those came from.
Your guess is as good as mine, but here we go. Joe Brownie just taking Slykatari's life bar in massive chunks. Dark Angel is just so hard to jump over. And the assist from RoboKai as well. Joe Brownie able to pick up one more combo. That's the round. That's the game. 1-all.
I'm not going to lie. I really thought Slykatari was going to go over the Dark Angel and Joe Brownie was able to at least get pushed back and force more blocking on there in that situation, create more pressure. But just getting straight up hit, still wasn't able to clear it at that point there. Very well done for Joe Brownie to go ahead and convert on that. We've seen some amazing conversions from that so far.
No doubt, no doubt. So, effectively playing a ranked set, these two at this point, splitting their first 2 games. Master's Hammer.
Okay, gets another trade with 2H. This time just trying to get called out in there. Enough time for Joe Brownie to deny and get out of the corner.
First taking off of slykatari's side, and now Joe Brownie sending out the Dark Angel there.
Yeah, and that's more like kind of what I expect to see in that first one, where slykatari did get hit on there, did get the corner as a result of that, but we got the burst away just to get denied back into neutral.
But here we go. Life bars. Both players in a precarious situation. Joe Brownie is trying to be tricky with his spool angles.
A map of hunches coming out, but we're going to get denied with the 2P on there, but we're going to get another Dark Angel, going to get the side switch and the round 2.
slykatari just air dashing a little too low, getting clipped by that Dark Angel at the very end. Joe Brownie with the right conversion, and now starting off this second round very well.
Into the pile bunker in there, enough time to get there. Try nice tech on the throw from Joe Brownie, but still stuck in the corner. Gets the back throw right back at you though. Joe Brownie now in control.
slykatari just forced to block all of this, tries to push through the Dark Angel. Doesn't work that way.
Follow up with the JD, does get its mark on there, forces the burst away from slykatari. Get the switch over on there, but we can block it all until the map hunch says hello to the face.
Sorry. Gonna have to contend with another Dark Angel, and yeah, double jumps this time.
It's already up in the air.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah. That's a way to seal off around there. Just double blood-sucking universe.
Yeah, didn't need a whole lot of damage on that. Might as well finish the job with the guaranteed on the command grab on that.
Man, this life bar just melting on the side of Joe Brownie, but wait a minute, big back throw now. slykatari getting caught.
Oh, and we're going to go ahead. We're setting up all the balls into the black hole. Take all that life away on there. Enough luck to get the YRC to deny from slykatari.
Dark Angel trading. Joe Brownie. 2K2D. slykatari forced to give up burst. Oh, the Master Hammer through the phone. Wait a minute.
Oh, a little bit of life on there, sets up the cue ball, but can't get over it. Was already trying to reach out, but you know what? slykatari was already in the air and is going to steal that round and take the lead.
slykatari a 2-1 lead over Joe Brownie.
And we're going to keep with the Venom. We're locked in. We're locked in all the way, Squid.
Absolutely. And yeah, Joe Brownie's been playing so well. Like I would be absolutely remiss if Joe decided that now was the time to switch over to Jacko. Sly has just been playing this matchup so well. Joe though, good round start. What a block on the burst!
Yeah, got that on there and like at the end here, but we're going to hold it down. Use the cue ball to get away. Get the nice Sly from getting out of there. Try to go in for the anti-air, but was just a little bit too high. Just get the air throw on there afterwards. That time tried to go for the command throw and got that nice. slykatari took it to go in, take the corner for themselves.
The counter poke though, Joe Brownie looking to take the last bit of slykatari's life bar, but Joe Brownie just shuts the door.
The JD on there afterwards. Oh, got hit with the underside of the boot on there afterwards. Pulling down a lot of cue balls into play. They're going to get the knockdown, get a little push far away here. Follow the bouncing balls, which will lead you to Venom's Vengeance here. Blocks the burst one more time, but doesn't get anything for it.
That looks to be One dead dandy man, Joe Brownie, brings us to the first game 5 of our top 8.
Navaratna run out the black hole on there afterwards, just being able to just finish off the job here. Game 5 into this top 8. I am definitely entertained so far.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Duel 1.
Round start.
The touch on there afterwards. Mappa Hunch gets a 9 again. Having to use the burst to get Joe Brownie into the corner.
Oh, and what a read on the attempted dash-up throw. Joe Brownie, though, still forced to give up burst. slykatari and a nice spot. Blood-sucking universe. There's the universe counter. Just barely not dead.
Not enough, but has enough for the BRC. The clash on there, getting a little bit of hit back on there, but slykatari still maintaining full control in here. Goes in for the close slash, and then gives ahead with the follow-up after the little bit of delay. Takes it into set point.
Joe Brownie opts to round start backdash.
One more throw, enough time to set out the cue ball. Gets a big counter hit all the way to the corner, and you had enough damage to go ahead and break that wall a little bit early. Positive bonus time.
Yeah, Dark Angel, although I don't think that's slykatari committed to an air movement option just yet. Joe Brownie, though, good job with the air throw. Robo probably tried to come in with the assist, but I mean, slykatari's just so close to dead at this point. Yeah, another Dark Angel, probably gonna seal it up.
Oh, I love the jump in too, because it made slykatari just a little bit scared to get that approach on there. Now we're on set point for both players.
slykatari, though, first one with burst. Joe Brownie just a fraction of a second behind. Carcass Raid actually misses, and slykatari wasn't able to get the better of it.
Mappa Hunch is coming into play one more time. Goes in blood-sucking universe into the universal combo. Oh yeah, you have to burst on that.
Joe Brownie has a hill to climb at this point. slykatari, a lot of health, but I'm not sure what happened. slykatari getting caught up in the Dark Angel, and wait a minute, this looks very doable for Joe Brownie.
Darkness does indeed descend one more time. slykatari does have burst on there. Doesn't even get a chance to use it because the cue ball is going into the corner pocket. Joe Brownie takes that 3-2.
Fighter up. Thank you for the 10-person raid.
Hope you're enjoying your evening as we get into continuing the top 8 here. Right now, winner's side between these two. Whoever wins is going to have to fight against Joe Brownie. But in the meantime, you've got a long way to go. First, the 3.
Millia.
Hiho, by the way, are only undefeated in the ladder. Just to remind everyone.
Yeah, has been putting in a lot of that work, but you have to deal with the Swiss Army knife that is Kai, Kiske, and Kensei being a very good pilot of that character.
Absolutely. Either player wanting to overcommit just yet. Hiho, the first one to actually put some significant damage, already gets burst out of Kensei, and now Kensei corner advantage.
Just trying to get out of the situation. Kensei is on danger for a negative penalty potentially on here. Holding down, but the 6 peak, it's a 9. Nothing really else afterwards, but we go in with the Artemis and the corner.
Hiho just wasn't ready for that that stop sign, rather, to actually do anything. And Hiho, though, a big combo getting found, able to take that first round. Yo, everyone just rolling in tonight. Thank you, Esports Studios, for the 59-person raid.
Yeah, shout out to Conmay. Hope everything went well. I believe it is Grand Blue Fantasy Versus night for them. So, hope they've been having a really good time with that. In the meantime, though, close slash into the Tamatop. We're going to go all the way to that corner, set it up, and the turbo fall afterwards onto the other side. Oh, and Guilty here reloaded with the party of 8. Everyone is raiding in here. Not just Venom with the carcass raids, everyone.
Absolutely, and Hiho really just trying to put on a show for everyone tonight. Kensei, life bar melting, now gives up burst at the last possible second.
Oh, there we go. Bringing out the wing stop energy with the Artemis at the very end. Hiho going to take that first match.
Millia wins.
Yeah, this is just a really tough matchup for both sides. I mean, Hiho playing the Pixie character, very low health, just absolutely nasty mix-ups though. Meanwhile, Kensei, as he said, the Swiss Army knife. Kensei also knowing some very strong damage routes, could realistically two-touch Hiho.
Yeah,
I think very tough.
Yeah, I think if you have any character that can catch Millia out of any position, it's definitely going to be Kiske on here. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like, being able to call it with the denial with the 6P early on in the stun, in the stun. Yeah, okay, yep, that's the way to start it.
Absolutely, yeah. Kensei making sure that shock state is applied, but Hiho able to find a big counter hit, and now trying to bring Kensei over to the left wall, but Kensei says no.
Right, a lot of stun edge coming out in here. We're trying to check out with the 2K. Hiho was doing a lot of that against Echoes earlier in the ladder as well. Here, go ahead, get him like Vice down in there, get the throw one more time.
Yeah, Bad Moon not going to result in a kill just yet. Oh, what an air throw!
Oh, and we're going to catch a backdash with a little bit of Kip Winger on the end there. Classic Rock Radio striking down.
Absolutely, and Hiho looking to extend this 1-0 lead into a 2-0 lead here in just a moment. No burst on Hiho's side. Kensei with 50%.
Looking away from the far splashes on here. We're just trying to test out the waters here. Check out if the soup is ready for the feasting on there afterwards. The deflect shield is getting denied on there. Hiho is back into place, and more damage is on the table.
Hiho with the positive bonus. That's gonna elapse in just a moment, though. The back boom icing! And not dead yet!
Not dead. Tried to go in for the anti-air. No luck on that, but you know what? The hair will reach out to you. Like Hiho's like, you know what? You don't have to contact me. I'll contact you.
Absolutely. A 2-0 lead for Hiho. And Kensei looking just a little bit lost at the moment. Like, these have been like some pretty dominant round wins for Hiho.
Yo, I need to know what Hiho had for breakfast this morning. This is has been on a fantastic tear with the ladder here, looking pretty good here so far. Like, looking unstoppable.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I mean, yeah, it's just really tough to tell what is Kensei's option. What is the new approach that Kensei is going to have to take in order to make this into a set?
A little bit of Tantapa into the, here is 6P, try to go in for the 6K on there afterwards here. Now getting like a little bit of the stun edge, a follow-up on there until we go into the turbo fall yet again. Whoa, that was wild with the way the Artemis was switching up there.
Yeah, the Capel somehow wall splatting, and there's the winger for the wall break. Kensei does not guess right on the Oki, and I think we're just going to take this burst with us.
Okay, yeah, the Vapor Thrust gets the denial on there afterwards here. Fooder Arc, all the way, the Deflect Shield already getting up above it, and this time blocked into the RC, goes low this time.
Wait a minute, Kensei really trying to make a miracle happen with this low health pool, spending 50% burst, spends the other 50%, and Hiho was just looking for the toe touch, able to confirm into the buzzsaw. Hiho now set point.
Yeah, most people knock on the door, but Hiho's been checking everyone with 2K all evening. Not afraid to do it again. This time getting the conversion that finished out the round into set point here. Now trying to hold it down with the 2P in the corner.
2K, 2D, there's the tandem top. Yeah, this is just looking dire for Kensei. The man's just walking back, just trying to block everything, but Hiho still finds the cracks in the armor.
Nearly like build up back to a burst, but may not have a chance to even use it there. The follow-up on the Capel into Winger here. The Guts, the Nickelodeon Guts kicks.
Bursting on the attempted Bad Moon. And now Hiho just needs one touch, but Kensei, 100 meter to work with. We might be trying to go for a dragon install, but just as I say that, Iho shuts down the door. A complete and total domination, 3-0.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Slykatari actually swapping to the default Slayer, definitely putting on the serious face.
Yeah, I'm trying to showcase that first album. We'll show no mercy on there afterwards. OTG with the close slash on there afterwards, holding it down. The I'm gonna go ahead, Mappa Hunch in there, gets immediate burst upon the two the 5P conversion.
Yeah, I can see the thinking for Slykatari, just wants to maintain quarter position, but AboveRuin giving up their own burst in kind, but I think they might have wanted to hold on to it for just a little bit longer.
Oh, the RC down into the 2H for the Aura hit on there afterwards. Backs away on that, like using the invincibility of that backdash to get the follow-up on there. Okay, very nice from Slykatari to avoid all that.
AboveRuin, yeah, opting for the throw, gets the Kabari on. Slykatari shuts the door, takes that first life bar.
Cyberpunk music continues to kick in on there forward. We get a nice little conversion into the air dash on there. Going to go ahead, break that wall. Already half of that life bar gone. Not even like some of the usual Slayer shenanigans causing that. There's one of them for you. Happy.
Absolutely, and yeah, this is looking like a Slayer round right now. Not dead yet. AboveRuin gonna have that Japanese guts kicking in now, but yeah, it's not gonna save ya. Wait! No way you burst in that situation, and yeah, AboveRuin just runs in. Oh, they were already down around, that's why. I see.
Yeah. I've never seen a foot feel so much like a slap to the face, just like us right there. Just like goes in, jumping K, just get the slap on the very end. Slykatari gonna take that first one.
Slykatari looking to continue the train. AboveRuin gonna need to find some way to slow things down.
Duel 1.
See what the round start is, though.
Is the Mappa Hunch one more time? Are they already got the corner, already denied on there, and we're just going to trade. This is just, we are Zerg rushing. We are playing StarCraft right now in this game.
Absolutely, and yeah, side swap, there's the command grab. AboveRuin gets the counter hit with a tatami mat, so Universe does dissipate, but Slykatari is just such an unassailable position at this point. Yeah, the 5P gonna seal it up.
The pile bunker. You already have the wall. You don't need much more after that. Just break down that wall.
Absolutely, and yeah, God, barely 5 seconds passing, half of your health is already gone. This round is slipping away so quickly.
Oh. The universe is your combo, but not for very much longer on there. Try to get in with the 2H, and here is going to get a chance for AboveRuin to go in there with the Kabari, like just going ahead, follow up on here, forcing the burst away from Slykatari.
AboveRuin picking their spots, trying to make this comeback happen. Slykatari, no burst in sight. Are you? Oh! You didn't get the full?
Not the first hit on there. That could have killed otherwise on that. That's unfortunate for AboveRuin because, like, Slayer. Oh! Okay, you know what? Just do it again. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. Definitely unnecessary risk there by AboveRuin. Just could have dashed up and made sure that the full super killed. No harm, no foul, though, I guess, as we head into this final round. But Slykatari just looking to get their foot on AboveRuin's throat and just apply pressure.
Oh man, there may have been a little harm. Look at that life bar damage on there. Oh! Cancels out the RC into the close slash. That is, yeah, that's a perfect. All the way through. 7 letters right there.
7 letters indeed, and now Slykatari 2-0. The rounds that Slykatari has won have just been completely one-sided. Meanwhile, AboveRuin just barely eking out the round that they did win.
And we're holding down. We're trying to get that choice. The Baiken is definitely locked in. no real surprise at this point here. We're just going to go right into it. Again, loser side here, so whoever loses is going to have to watch the rest of it, either on YouTube, either on Twitch. Doesn't matter at this point here. Slykatari going to go again with the jump to start things off.
Counter hit trade, slykatari getting the better of the ending result. Good parry by AboveRuin to try and escape from this corner, but slykatari gives up burst aggressively.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that was just a little too far away and got the far fairy reaction on there. Regardless, though, we do get the corner. We go ahead with the jumping dust on the follow-up on there. Goodbye to the middle part of slykatari's life bar.
Oh, but we might be saying goodbye to a lot of AboveRuin's life bar at this point. slykatari gets a counter hit trade.
Interesting little collision there. Got onto the other side, but we're going to go and teleport over there. Get the last little hit into the slide, the 2K2D to try it. It's true. It's that point.
Slykatari. I mean, AboveRuin is just mashing, looking for an opening that slykatari is not presenting, but here we go, AboveRuin trying to make their way out of the corner. A big back throw.
Okay, burst is gone. Half of that life bar is available, and we're going to go ahead. Counter hit for slykatari in there. Goes in for the Mappa Hunch on there. Keeping Baiken down on the ground. The airspace is denied until I want you to lift off.
Leaving no doubt in their minds, slykatari a 3-0. We'll be sending AboveRuin home tonight.
Slykatari did a really good job like that. We saw that before in the winner side. That was a 3-2 against Joe Brownie. Was still hungry for vengeance on there. Wants to get back into the winner side. Wants to attain the right of heaven yet again. And we see that with a 3-0.
Absolutely, yeah. That was just... what words could you describe what we just saw? Like, domination? Like, that was just slykatari knowing exactly what to do. Just knew what was going through AboveRuin's mind, and just like completely shutting things down before things could get out of control.
Yeah. Yeah, we were seeing some interesting mistakes that were happening there too. With the Squid, you pointed out earlier, was just a little too far away for that first super on there. That could have absolutely had the round. I think they still got the round anyway, but that extra little hesitation, maybe just a little bit shaken at that point there, was just could have paid deficits on future rounds as well. But we saw that where the second and third hit, the first one missed, and you could have finished it up so much sooner at that point. So just a little mistakes adding up, and with Slayer, you don't have to do a whole lot. You get that confirm, you get a blood-sucking universe, you take a bite out of crime, and the world is your oyster.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But enough talk about that game. We've got one more game to determine our top four for tonight. We got Kensei and Lurry. You got the family man versus the doctor.
Yeah, this is I feel like I know for sure I've commentated this matchup a couple times in the past. I'm trying to remember when on this, but this is going to be a fun one for sure. Lurry has brought we've already seen before, but with the Faust time and time again on there. I think this is gonna be sick. This is gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I've definitely seen these two go at it time and time again, especially on ParagOnline. This feels like home almost in a way, seeing these two go at each other.
It's like you get the WWE the card on there afterwards. It's like oh, it's time for this one. It's okay, it's gonna be a good card.
Absolutely. But here we go, Kensei and Lurry loading in right now.
Alright, immediately on the far slash does not make its mark here. Enough time to send up some items, 100 tons. What do you get? You get the corner. That's what you get. Lurry going to go in. Trumpet is out to play in here. We're trying to reach it out. Gets the call out. Lurry is going to get the trumpet as a result. So the mini Faust parade is going to deny Kensei the corner.
Yeah, a little bit of an accidental push-in by Kensei, giving Lurry that trumpet. And holy moly, Scary Esquire, did you just rob a bank?
What? Oh, hold on. What did we? Oh, I see it now. I see it. That's important enough to talk about. Scary Esquire with the $100. The note.avi comment on here, adding 184. That means we are incredibly close to that top 4 payout at 200 here. So if you want to contribute a little bit, now is the time. We also still have 11 codes remaining, so exclamation point Maturino.
Absolutely, and yeah, it's party time. Scary Esquire has deemed it so, and Lurry trying to fit a new gear into the 86 Honda.
Oh, and we got a nice block on the vapor thrust on there. Using the PRC to maintain the corner composition on there afterwards, and just going to get that extra little hit on the wall break. Lurry, match number 1 is theirs.
Absolutely. Lurry, first game taken. Actually, have these two played against each other in the ladder? Hold on, let me double check. Yes! Oh, they did, and it was
how did that go?
A 3-2 in favor of Kensei.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Lurry's back with the vengeance on here. Fully got the lead at the moment here, but that could go either way for sure.
No doubt, no doubt. Playing a little bit of bomb ping pong there. Both Kensei and Lurry are. There's the mini Faust. We got the trumpet on standby as well. There's the Faust parade, but the back throw going to tank all of that.
Well, Dire Clay, nothing for it on here. Teleport. We actually got, that was incredibly, I got hit on that on the, Lurry had, Kensei had access to the burst, so didn't have to worry about it.
Absolutely, meteors coming in. Meanwhile, Lifebangers looking to be even up here in just a moment. Right up command grab is the option.
Yo, Handsome Face with the subscription on Prime on Twitch. Thank you so very much. Hope you're enjoying this top 8.
Bigger back bomb. And the command grab damage actually going to be enough for Lurry.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was going to be like just a little bit like at the very end on there, but Lurry knows how to finish it off there. Gets into the 5K, denying Kensei all along the way here.
Absolutely, and yeah, oh my god, Lurry is just picking such good spots to try and challenge with this command grab. Oh, but a big backdash from Kensei blows up the command grab attempt, and now Kensei looking to try and even up these life bars.
That's, yeah, speaking of life bar, yeah, everything of that middle life bar, not even going to be worried about on here. Switch on the other side. I like the use of the RC to get away from Lurry's very own on here. Going to go in with the super on the end. They're going to get a round.
Absolutely, and if you can get a round, you can definitely get a game. Kensei looking to try and tie things up, but Lurry, such good button placement, shuts it down. Kensei forced to give up first.
When I grow up, I want to hit buttons as good as Lurry on there, but we go in the trade on the far slash on there afterwards here. The Afro is out to play. It's going to be Lurry like owning up to it until the big counter hit from Kensei.
Yeah, try to go for a paper bag bomb, but Kensei swatting down Lurry, and look at the damage on Lurry's side. Definitely not healthy.
Stun Dipper on there, doesn't get the follow-up on there, but it doesn't matter. We get the counter hit, the big letter, and say, I can convert off that. You know what? We're getting closer and closer to a potential... This is a match right now. We're getting closer and closer to that potential all the way down here, but it's 1-1 right now.
Absolutely. 2 more games needed on either side. Here we go. Both players loading back in.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, let's see how this round start goes. 6H immediately into Meteors, so luck is on Lurry's side. Going to go a command grab on there afterwards here. And there it goes, the bomb did command just with the timing on there afterwards here, but puts Kensei back into neutral.
Absolutely. Afro on Kensei's side. Lurry's gonna pick up a new do of his own. Negative penalty actually coming in through Kensei.
Oh yeah, and Lurry, I just love how Lurry was just crawling through like a creature feature in a horror film.
And Yeah, this creature is out for blood right now. As Kensei definitely getting the worst end of this round.
Immediate. I tried to go for 6H again, but got hit with the jumping dust from Kensei. Really denied a lot of that round start here, like against Lurry.
Over an edge through the wall. Lurry looking very unhealthy at the moment.
Wild assault there, nothing for it on there. Time for the bomb. Oh, and now we're putting on the show here all the way through. The Dota comes out to play, but we're going to go in, get the throw into the RC. This doesn't get the follow-up, though.
Here we go. Final round of this third game. Lurry getting clipped very early on, but definitely not a favorable item.
Yeah, didn't use the art, like, I don't think had RC available on that, so got punished from the stun dipper on there. Going to go ahead, get the corner on there afterwards here, holding it down, close slashes for days and days and days.
There we go. Ride the lightning, guaranteeing that wall break. Lurry does have burst available to them, but Kensei be very, very much careful on this approach.
And the iron.
Wow!
The iron elbow of Kai Kiske. No elbow is more powerful and more magnificent than the 6P of Kai on there. Going to go ahead and take the lead 2-1.
Yeah, 6P RTL making sure that combo is unburstable. Great job by Kensei. Lurry gonna need to search for an answer.
And we're going to find out if we have that answer here. Locked in all the way through here. No surprises all the way through.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, another 6-8 for Lurry. We're not stopping that train.
Definitely not. The hard callouts definitely coming in clutch for Lurry. That trumpet is getting picked up by Lurry, and what an anti-air!
Yeah, this time the jump dust getting denied with the 6P from Lurry in here. Now we're just throwing out the items. Goes in with the jumping 2K. Mini Faust is coming out, and all his friends and everything in between. You're slipping up and down. It feels like Mario Kart.
Absolutely, and yeah, this is not looking like Kensei's round at all. Going to be forced through the wall. Just didn't get low enough to get that new do.
This is on there, trying to teleport away, but unfortunately, you know what? Kensei, believe, goes in there. Big counter hit. Going to keep up with the close slashes on there, keep maintaining the pressure.
What a counter hit.
Holding it down on there, keep like while it's off. Gets a nice little call out here. One more touch is all you need. We're going to play golf like a good doctor should on there. Take that round for Lurry.
Absolutely, and Lurry trying to will us into a Game 5 situation. Kensei very low on burst. Lurry does have Wild Assault available. We're playing a little bit of ping pong. Lurry doesn't actually want to participate though.
Not yet. Trying to go into with the 2K. Puts on the Afro into it. We don't go ahead. Keeps it with the OTG on their Vapor Thrust on here. You got to worry about the fire in that throw.
Absolutely. Big falling counter hit. Lurry. Oh no, not close enough!
I wondered if that was the intent or if that was a misinput on there, but we go with Dragon Stall. Kai.exe is in full play on here as we go into it. Yeah, doesn't get the follow-up though.
Yeah, but this is definitely the win condition for Kensei at the moment.
That's blocking on there from the tap dust. Trying to go in with the blue wild saw jumping. 2K into the mix. We are into the Game 5 supremacy, Squidpo.
Absolutely, yeah. Dragon install into loss once again, it being a true combo. Here we go.
Dreams do come true. More matches for me. Hooray.
Absolutely.
It's what I want to see, though. It's been very exciting. Like a lot of like a lot of the calls both players have been doing to each other on that. We've been seeing time and time again, Lurry being able to really kind of change it up here, like especially since like Kensei was starting to call out some of the teleports, like where Lurry was going to come in from on there. Got to play it hard, play it fast, but only time will tell the decision. Here we go.
Lurry first one to get a knockdown, but Kensei immediately closing distance, has the Faust Flames behind him, but Lurry able to escape the corner, even though Kensei giving up the burst.
Yeah, then Lurry right back at you for the. Here comes the mini Faust into play. Stun Dippers away from it. Not going to have to worry about it at all here because that is going to connect all the way into it. Doesn't have an overdrive to get continuation, but does get the little bit of damage into the positive bonus.
ERC into Snip, Snip, Snip actually gets backdashed, and that is going to be the round. Kensei on set point.
Just like that, all Kai Kiske all the time in here. Lurry, I was expecting 6H again, I'm not going to lie.
No, I think Lurry knows that he's gone to that well one too many times.
Mix, mix, mix already. He's going to keep it on there. Two are going to Jumping Dusk. It's Vapor thrusted out of the way.
Kensei trying to stagger offense, catch Lurry pressing, but oh wow, the mini Faust coming in so clutch, but Lurry still getting the worst end of it.
Oh, going to have burst after the wall break on here. So it's going to be a matter of win. Has full stick of butter anytime on there. The pause on the going in for the above on there just to wait out any sort of reaction. The block from the burst though. Kensei is going to absolutely take that 3-2 over Lurry.
Yeah,
I'm glad the filibuster helped on that. I was like, I can stall long enough to see who the decision actually is.
Absolutely. I also see the Millia defense force coming out in the chat at the moment. Eho and Joe Brownie duking it out.
A lot of denial in the air. We're going to go ahead and get the spin up into the cue ball in there. Into the Capel. Same side, different side on there. Good blocking from Joe Brownie to really call this out. Using the cue balls afterwards to maintain distance.
Yeah, using those stingers to full effect. Good read on the attempted jump-in.
To get the 6P on there, enough time to go in. Bad Moon is rising. Okay, we're getting tech one more time in there, and this time Bad Moon Rising does get confirmed into the RC. Doesn't get the wall break. A little bit of shenanigans happening on the side switch there.
Absolutely. Yeah, Joe Brownie, very healthy at the moment. Hasn't needed to look at their burst at all just because Eho hasn't found a significant hit. But here we go. Golden opportunity for Eho.
Oh, Bad Moon is definitely rising. Doesn't have enough for the overdrive. Artemis is going to have to work on here. One more touch is all you need on here afterwards for both players. Nice little backdash.
Cue ball shot gonna seal it up for Joe Brownie. A very close first round goes his way.
I was about to say, even if like Joe Brownie only gets the burst on there afterwards, it would have been a victory either way. Joe Brownie held on to the burst for dear life, and it paid out in dividends.
Absolutely, as Eho only just now getting their burst back, going for a wall slump setup. Getting that wall break. Joe Brownie very low on life. Probably not looking at bursting at all. Can't even. The buzzsaw gonna end that life bar.
Yeah, perfect position on that to get the close slash on there afterwards here. Going right back into a tandem top, gets a Nile, and we get the grab out of the Bad Moon on there. Putting a little bit of OTG damage for Joe Brownie.
Absolutely, and I saw another big contribution to the Matcherino. $20 from Trunk Fu. Thank you so much.
Yo, that does mean we're over the $200 mark in here. So top four is definitely getting paid out. Thank you all for the contributions.
Oh, here we go. Command grab.
Yep, sets it up into it. Black hole stun, won't you come? Go ahead, make the slash screen appear, and Joe Brownie is up one.
Yeah, it does mean, by the way, because of that $20, like you said, top four did get paid out. So slykatari and Kensei both in the green tonight. So their match is just going to be for who gets a bigger slice of tonight's pie. Meanwhile, Hiho, Joe Brownie, both of them looking for a significant chunk of tonight's prize pool, as well as that grand finals winner's advantage. Joe Brownie, early lead so far, but you can never count out Hiho.
Indeed, indeed. On the instant, going into the Artemis early on, does get the hit on there. We're going to go in with the jumping D from Joe Brownie, but going to still be stuck into the corner, having to deal with the Millia mix-up.
Good block on the overhead and able to get the counter hit, which means that Hiho is forced to burst in order to maintain corner position, but big back throw incident.
Back throw in there, uses the compel to get out of the corner into the run up. 6P doesn't get the follow up on there, just a little bit too low.
Oh, Joe Brownie having to PRC a whiff air throw in order to make sure that he did end up getting it. Hiho very low on life, but one mix-up could easily change the dynamic. No, never mind. Joe Brownie finds the low into the kill.
Oh yeah, Hiho was absolutely trying to find the mix-up on there afterwards, trying to keep on to the same side. Joe Brownie got the hits on there where they counted on here, but we're going to go right back into it here. Cue balls into the jumping D, switch the side, and play out the corner pocket.
Here we go. Blender now getting started for Hiho, but he needs to kind of be perfect from this point on. Any stray hit might mean that Joe Brownie just kills you right now.
Could absolutely happen. Iron Saber into the turbo fall to the other side. Beautiful work from Hiho. Joe Brownie still holding on to that burst for dear life as we go into the bad mood. Going to keep it for the next round.
Yeah, that was so sick. So sick there. In order to set up the kill, fastball, side swap. And what a block on the burst there! Joe Brownie all of a sudden is looking to be in a pretty bad spot.
Oh, and speaking of that, the trade in the favor of Hiho. Not going to get the Artemis on there afterwards here, but it's just going to be a little bit more. Has the meter to work with here. Another turbo fall, different side. The 6P makes it to the mark on there at the end. And that's going to tie it up, 1-1.
1-1 indeed. Hiho is definitely trying to build some momentum on their side. This is just a tough matchup, I feel, for both sides right now. Like, on the one hand, if you're Joe Brownie, you're just looking to hopefully stop Millia before she can get the blender started. Meanwhile, if you're Hiho, you're just looking to stop Venom before he can set up these pool balls.
Now we go in and get that big counter in the way with the jumping heavy slash. Stays on the same side on there one more time with the air dash tandem top into the low. Here's Hiho playing the mix-up game to the great effect with that compel.
Absolutely, and yeah, this blender just taking off Joe Brownie's fingers at the moment. This should... No, it's not enough!
The tap dust did not make its mark on there. The scaling was tremendous. Now you have to deal with Dark Angel on the screen, and you know what? The jumping slash is a good way to finish it off, air to air.
Absolutely. Hiho. Good job. Finds the first hit. Joe Brownie doesn't guess right on the disc setup, and now has to give up first with about 55% life.
Trying to avoid away, making a little bit of noise on the screen here. Tandem top, nothing going to get hit for Joe Brownie. We're going to go all the way into it. Another 6K. No follow-up. The delay on that just enough for Iron Saber to get a big counter hit.
Oh, but a big back throw incident. Joe Brownie now looking to try and set something up, having to PRC in order to meet Hiho in the air.
There's 6P.
6P.
To the other side, perfect timing on that. One more touch is all you need. Bring down the hair car to take the lead.
Oh man, and yeah, this is where Hiho is in the pocket. 2 games straight, all the momentum behind you. Joe Brownie is going to stick it out with the Venom. Is going to have to basically just stonewall Hiho at this point.
Duel 1.
Oh, the Wingstop crew is in the chat talking through that. They want that. They want to see that go towards the specials on there afterwards. But Joe Brownie gonna go ahead and get the prevention here.
Yeah, starting things off with a throw, but Hiho finding the counter hit tackle. A very high up wall splat into the wall break for that first positive bonus. Joe Brownie forced to give up burst immediately after.
Oh, everything is now hitting right all the way through. You got enough time. Yeah, send out the winger. Go ahead, get the maximum amount of hits you possibly can on that. Joe Brownie has a little bit of meter to work with here. Just going to go right for the throw and the corner advantage.
And now this is where Joe Brownie gets in his pocket. Black hole pocket actually coming out. Not enough to kill. Hiho does have burst if he wants to try and be a hero. Here comes Dark Angel though.
Yeah, you have access. Oh, that was unfortunate on there. I saw the bad move came out the play, got called out in it, got thrown into the Dark Angel on there afterwards. Joe Brownie, well done.
Absolutely, yeah, and what looked to be a pretty dangerous situation for Joe Brownie ends up in his favor. Hiho looking for an opening. Joe Brownie isn't presenting it though.
Bit of a pause, just goes to the tick throw, has enough for the RC. There's the burst coming out of the gate here.
Here we go, Bad Moon. Opens up damage. Not blocking the tap dust, but Hiho unable to combo, and that is going to be it. We've got another game 5.
All right, winners finals, trying to get the lion's share of that money. Here we go.
Absolutely, and now Hiho not even going to take a moment to think about what went wrong in that game. It's just like, I know.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Absolutely.
Duel 1.
Storyteller on the menu, continues on the play. Love this song. A lot of carcass rate coming out in there. Gets hit with the Compel early on in here and trying to reach out to see if Joe Brownie's hitting buttons.
Absolutely. The dive kick, unfortunately, not finding its mark. But Joe Brownie still in a pretty solid spot. Hiho gives up burst at about half health, so...
Oh, the hair car from out across. Again, without meter, this is terrifying times. But
no, this is a Millia with nothing to lose at this point. They are just throwing everything at the dartboard, hoping that something is sticking. And honestly, something is in fact sticking. Joe Brownie sends out the Dark Angel.
Yeah, backdash away on it. You're gonna have to force a block against the Dark Angel. That's a lot of blocking.
Absolutely. Oh, and the jumping slash gets the counter hit. Joe Brownie, a late burst.
Nice little air-to-air missile right there. Already backdashing away from the pool cue on there, but we're going to go ahead, get into set point for Hiho.
Hiho. Oh, what a big counter hit. Another one as well, just nickel and diming Joe Brownie.
Okay, into the turbo fall on there afterwards. Artemis.
Either player wants to approach. The buzzsaw doesn't catch anything because of the PRC though.
Get the ball in, like, okay, gets the knight in here. A lot of balls out into play field in here, trying to avoid all that with the Compel.
Oh, and this is a big counter hit. Hiho knows it, has to give up the burst, and now Hiho just needs to find one hit before Joe Brownie gets this burst back.
Okay, yeah, gets the knight on. Enough time for gets the cue ball coming out the play here. Into the Mizra, holding down, trying to keep up the guessing. And I feel a bad moon rising. And that's going to be it. Hiho continues the login. Click on that claim code. Click into victory here as we go in back into the find who's going to win this loser semifinals.
Absolutely, and already slykatari, good spacing. Kensei just whipping the throw, and slykatari making Kensei burst.
They go in, Hand of Doom on there afterwards here. Follow up the pile bunker. Yeah, you're going to break that wall.
Absolutely. Kensei. Oh no!
Never realized how angry Slayer looks when he's doing Blood-Sucking Universe. That's a scary face.
Nah. Yeah. Yeah, my man does not want to be sucking the blood of anyone but his wife, probably.
Definitely wife guy on that. Going to go in with the master hammer on there afterwards. But here comes a stun dipper on there afterwards. Charge, stun, edge. It's going to continue the combo.
Absolutely, and all of a sudden, slykatari, one touch to work with at this point, but it's Slayer. One touch is all that he needs.
You have plenty of meter to work with here. 6P into the stun edge. One more time, try to cancel it out. slykatari was ready with the throw on there afterwards here. Now holding it down one more time. Still going to get hit with the static shock state, but not for very much longer. Stun dipper.
Yeah, Kensei just sending that stun dipper from downtown, hoping for the best, and the best did come out because of it. Here we go, slykatari now burst available for them. Kensei gonna have to be waiting a little bit longer for theirs.
Checking out with the 6K on there afterwards here. Nice little call out with that stun edge on here, so we're gonna have to hold out, try to get the approach with the 6P. Nothing for it, but the follow-up hits did get the burst away from Sly.
What a DP, catching the dash up. Oh, and Tap Dust connects! Does Kensei have a killing route? No.
No, too far away. Punches coming out.
Such a dangerous situation for both of our players.
Oh, trying to go in with the far heavy slash on there afterwards, and it's going to be Kensei striking it down, taking the lead 1-0.
Absolutely, yeah, and Kensei, was just, staggering that poke, just waiting for slykatari to try and commit to something. slykatari, good wherewithal to recognize when Kensei wasn't going to try and stagger anymore, and just tried to make the comeback happen. Kensei, though, too much of a life lead, takes that first game. Let's see what happens with the second.
Immediate stun dipper, not afraid of anything in the world. We're into the danger.
Oh, and slykatari taking a big bite out of Crime. Half health already taken off of Kensei's side before that burst comes in.
So blocking in there, try to go over there with 2H. Gets hit with the iron elbow, but we're gonna go in. Vapor thrust. Get out of here with those follow mix-ups.
RC. Oh, what?
Pile bunker under the follow-up in here. Try to go for it again. This time getting denied in there, but here comes Kai.exe installed on your computer.
Yeah, slykatari gonna have to be extra patient now. Oh, wow. Hey, you know what? Never mind. slykatari doesn't have to be patient at all. He just knows exactly when to hit a button.
Map a hunch in there, try to get the backdash on here, but does get denied with the far reach of Kai. Gonna go ahead and Mar slash follow up on there, into the pile bunker, load up that arm, reload.
slykatari goes low with the sweep. Yeah, taking a big bite out of Crime. That should be the life bar. Just barely not.
I love that sliding was just it's like I'm not gonna move from my position. I'm waiting to see what you do, Kensei.
Man, definitely a very interesting situation there at the very end. slykatari evening up the game count. It is 1-all. We're just gonna load right back in for our third game.
I just noticed Kensei's in-game tag, the Struggler, on there too.
Yeah, shoutouts to Berserk.
A lot of far slashes early on here, but here we go. Dire Clay going to take a free corner in the favor of Kensei. Gets away from the Mappa Hunch on there and getting the burst too from Sly.
Absolutely. Atari. Have to pick a spot at some point. Picks a good spot to just jump out and escape, but look at the end result. You're in the other corner now, and Kensei is going to break the wall down, get that positive bonus rolling.
Big hit on there on the follow-up on here one more time. Close slashes for days and days. Going to keep it into the throw. Well, down one more time with the pile bunker. Cancels out, but great patience from Kensei to get the back throw and the round.
Absolutely. These players definitely playing at the top of their game right now, despite how late it may be in their respective time zone. Kensei getting that first wall break.
Go in there with the jumping dust on there afterwards. A multi-hits on that. Cancel out. RC to stun edge. Just waits it out into the tech throw.
Definitely a lot of Guilty Gear neutral being played right now, but slykatari finds the hit, finds the counter hit. Kensei forced to give up first and looking to take some offense. There we go.
Tries to slide in there. Bison slide even on there, but we're going to get stun dipper for Kensei.
Another Bison slide coming in for slykatari. Tap dust will connect, and that is the life bar. slykatari evening up to round count.
Okay, and we're once again in a critical position, trying to get in, trying to go in there for the Master's Hammer, and Kensei is nowhere to be found.
Nobody at home indeed, and good standing P from Kensei. Able to anti-air slykatari, and the end result, Sacred Edge through the wall.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get a full combo on that. Here comes the burst from Sly. Want to stay in the game.
slykatari's in the game just by the nature of playing Slayer, but as it turns out, Kensei making sure that slykatari can't play the game anymore. It is a 2-1 lead for Kensei.
Kensei's been looking pretty strong throughout this top 8 that we've seen so far, so it's let's see where we go from here. The only person that like lost 3-0 over Hiho on here, but like trying to make that redemption happen right now.
Absolutely. Just a reminder, winner of this gonna have to play Joe Brownie. He's been kind of on a heater with that Venom right now.
He does get the close slash on there. Enough time to set up the static shock.
Master's Hammer for the guard crush. Unfortunately, unable to get a stray hit. Good just block by slykatari.
Go ahead and get the follow-up in here. We're going to keep it up with the jumping D on landing. A lot of just blocking in here just from slykatari. Just get the a little bit closer on there just to start their setup in there. There we go. Bring down the thunder with that damage.
Absolutely. Oh, and a big 2H counter hit. That's not going to be the light bar, not yet, but Kensei, very dangerous situation for him, but you know what? Just go for it. Just go for it. Go for what slykatari isn't expecting.
Gotta believe in the heart of the cards in there, but it's going to be the pile bunker kick connecting for slykatari.
slykatari now on game 5 point. Meanwhile, Kensei looking to try and get on set point. Big counter hit coming in. Kensei forces burst out.
Vapor thrust, get out of here. Get back into neutral. Go get the Nile into the pile bunker. That already hit the wall. Time to load up the fist one more time. Fire.
Yeah, Kensei, you already spent your burst earlier, so yeah, that is it. slykatari brings us to the game 5 we were looking for.
Game 5 supremacy continues in this ParagOnline top 8 here so far. Like, we've had like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them so far. We're not quitting anytime soon.
Absolutely. This is it. Everything riding on this final game. Slykatari and Kensei. Two players who are looking evenly matched tonight.
2H does find its mark into the pile bunker, so we're going to go ahead and break that wall. Already half of the life bar gone, 8 seconds into the round.
Yeah, big wall break now for Slykatari. Kensei not looking to burst anytime soon. I think at this point, as the 2H does connect, it is a perfect for Slykatari. And Slykatari now, set point.
Going to go ahead and get the follow-up in there. The burst comes out, the play in here. A little bit of stun edge as a treat, but not going to get much out for it.
Oh, just pile bunkering through the fireball, taking a big bite out of Crime. Slykatari looking for an opening, doesn't find it.
Goes, gets the Master Hammer on the edge here, has enough meter to work with here. Yeah, you might as well spin it because that does mean Slykatari is moving on into losing finals.
Here we go.
Yeah, good showing from Kensei throughout the bracket on here, but it's going to be a Slayer moving on. Slayer versus Venom, the return of the Assassin match already, but like Joe Brownie, going to get the first couple hits in.
Absolutely, but Slykatari, the first one to find the significant hits. That's already about 60% gone off Joe Brownie's side, if not more.
Oh, that's a whole pocky stick of damage that like happened there afterwards here. Oh, that comboed off of it too with the jumping D. We're gonna go ahead, Black Hole Sun, won't you come? One more time here. Get the follow-up, deflect shield, but doesn't get too far away. Slykatari with the connection though.
Yeah, the 2H OTG gonna seal it up. Slykatari taking that first life bar. But Joe Brownie. And this should be a matchup that is favored for Venom. Slykatari definitely knows what he needs to do.
Like, got the teleport out of the way, but you have to deal with the Dark Angel. Didn't get the block it, but like, look at that go away, all the way into the throw, so you're back in the corner.
Yeah, just dragging Slykatari all the way to the other side of the screen. Joe Brownie just goes for 2 throws, and now Slykatari. Good spot.
YRC denies all of that on there. You have to use a little bit of meter on here. Continue it on. We do get the hit on there with the 5K into the hand of Doom, reaching out to crush the life bar away from Joe Brownie.
First game taken by Slykatari. And you know what? Slykatari might have been taking some notes during that first matchup against Joe Brownie because that looked very dominant.
Never doubt the power of the loser semifinals also to be warmed up a little bit and get back into the thick of things. Joe Brownie going to be on a little bit of an uphill climb, but not out of it by any deficit.
Definitely not. And as we head back into this game, it'll be interesting to see if Joe Brownie can present a roadblock for Slykatari right now. Burst already given up though.
Onto the other side we go here. A lot of cue balls out into play. Does get the reach out with the map hunch, but it's going to be the throw for Joe Brownie going to make connection.
These two are playing at a completely different speed right now. Joe Brownie gets burst out from Slykatari, uses the PRC, but oh no, a bad jump!
Okay, throwing out the cue balls one more time in there, trying to use a quick BRC, not enough to kill, but the following up just throws out the cue ball, gets the ball in, takes the round.
Oh my god, side swap dive kick. Are you absolutely mad, Joe Brownie? slykatari bleeding heavily right now, but able to get a big counter hit.
Oh, it must have been too much in the feelings, because I saw the command grab come out to play for Joe Brownie. Missed on this. slykatari was able to take full advantage there. Denied on the 6P from Joe Brownie, but we're going to get that air throw.
Absolutely, and drag slykatari closer to the corner, but slykatari, good job fighting his way out. Actually going to drag Joe Brownie to his corner, but what a side swap!
I am here, I am there, I am everywhere. Let's tie it up again.
He's in the walls, man.
He's listening.
Joe Brownie already forced to give up first. slykatari not far behind. Big jump in. That's half health gone. Joe Brownie. Oh no. Not dead yet, I don't think.
Not just quite yet, though, but gonna get that one little touch. Try to go into the bump ahead, but gets denied away from it. Now having to hold it. Deflect shield, but you're not out of the thick of things. You know, take a bite out of crime.
And yeah, slykatari has found the weakness in Joe Brownie's Venom. A 2-0 lead. Joe Brownie.
I mean, we've seen this time and time again, though. We could see the reverse 3-0 happen on here. I would not doubt that be a potentiality of that here. But regardless, though, slykatari in a very good spot to take things over here. Joe Brownie locking into the Venom for the rest of this loser finals.
Absolutely. I mean, it was going through my mind if Joe Brownie was going to present Jacko in this situation, but I do think that sticking with Venom, probably the correct decision. Probably has been playing it all night tonight.
Go ahead, get the teleport.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, universal combo into the hand of Doom after the bump ahead. One more round for Sly.
Well, this is just looking like slykatari having Joe Brownie's number at this point. Joe Brownie trying to keep slykatari out with those stinger shots, but you're only delaying the inevitable. You've got to close distance in at some point in order to get some kind of damage.
Absolutely on there, but it's going to be, speaking of damage, just like that. It took so long for Joe Brownie to get half that life bar, and slykatari is just melting this one away.
First, Joe Brownie waits for as long as possible. Here comes Dark Angel, but slykatari's so far back.
A little bit of meter to work with here too, but you know what? Gets in there with the hit, like the final hit. You know,
only needs to win one of the following 2 sets in order to be tonight's champion. slykatari going to need to win this first one, and then it's going to have to win the second.
That's exactly right here. Hiho, however, has been looking nigh undefeatable and actually has throughout the ladder bracket, throughout this top 8, still on the winner side. What do you think of this, Squid?
I mean, it's going to be tough regardless. slykatari has looked so solid, making unwinnable matchups look a lot closer than they actually are. Meanwhile, you're up against perhaps one of the nuttiest Millias I personally know, just by virtue of being a part of the same team as them. So it's a little bit of a genius situation versus a naturally talented guy almost.
Yeah, try to go in for the throw on there afterwards here. Like, one more touch is all you need. There it goes. Tag, you're in. It's going to be Slayer making the connection first. But you know what? Artemis, bring out that chicken wing one more time. Wingstop style.
Absolutely. Mito, first one on the board, but slykatari. I mean, another thing to think about is with Slayer versus Millia, death is not far away from Millia.
No, not at all. You just need like maybe like the one connection, and you're having to worry about your life fund, your 401k investment, who the will is left to, and everything in between. Pile Bunker tried to go in for the cancel on there afterwards. Hiho was ready with the throw.
Absolutely, and what a block on the burst as well. Hiho gonna drag this one to the opposite corner. Actually gets the wall stick and able to follow up with a winger.
So that's a good chunk of damage on there. Both players have 50% or more on here. The deflect shield in there. Like maybe thought that Millia was going to approach on there for that 2H option afterwards and maybe get the counter hit, but it is going to be Hio trying to get the side switch on them. Managed to reticulate those lines a little bit more with the connection there. Hio is winner side up 1.
First game on the board for Hio. Only needs 2 more to beat tonight's champion. Slykatari though. Again, just starting that data collection. It's ready for more. As the eagle flies back to our fighting grounds. It's going to be interesting to see what is Slykatari's adaptation looking like.
That eagle's busy. That eagle is everywhere.
Absolutely, man.
Okay, close slash early on.
You think that eagle does Uber Eats on the side?
Oh, you know it. You know it. Like definitely has like a side stream. Like, yo, this is the eagle from Guilty Gear. How's it going? Here's your food. make sure to tip that eagle well.
Absolutely.
Okay, got an Iron Saber keeping on there. A lot of just blocking in there to keep Millia up close and personal in here. More of that damage, as you can see right now.
Yeah, the brittle bone syndrome for Millia coming in full display right now. Slykatari only needs 1 significant hit in order to end this life bar, but wait a minute. Hio getting the blender going.
Oh, and yeah, PRC in the perfect territory on there. Get the 6P, but not the life. Like, just get a little bit of life lead. You know what, 2K? Say hello.
PRC forward was definitely not what Slykatari really wanted to happen, especially with Hio sticking that button out.
Gotta go for the Artemis again.
Yeah, good just box from Slykatari so far. Hio drug against the corner, a little bit of chip damage coming in, but oh, what?
Yeah, didn't have enough meter to finish that off there. Maybe was trying to like get that either just a little like slip in there just to get the guaranteed hit on there afterwards. However, Hio's going to take full advantage of it there. The Bad Moon into the Artemis on there afterwards after the wall break on here, taking the lead and almost got the lift off yet again.
Flash. And Hio gets the better of it. A 2-game lead for Hio. And Slykatari.
Yo, someone put Hio on their escape room team because they are escaping out of situations I did not think possible.
Yeah, it's looking really crazy for Hio right now. A 2-0 lead on tournament game at this point. Slykatari going to need the reverse sweep at this point in order to even have a shot at being tonight's champion.
Trying to catch up with the 5K early on, but Tandem Top is going to be the first to connect.
Oh, and the big stop sign coming in. Slykatari forced to give up first, and Hio just following up with another big counter hit.
Yo, Persona Fight Club rating with the party at 22. You're just in time for Grand Finals. And also, we have one of those Matcherino codes available on there. Exclamation point Matcherino. Make sure to claim that to finish it off here as Hio moves on into set point with the winger. You better hurry on that.
Absolutely. It is a perfect round as well for Hio. Tournament point now.
You cancel out Capel in there. You got the Slayer in the corner. What will the Slayer do? You're getting thrown. That's what you're going to do.
Absolutely. Hio seems to have everything on lock at this point. Winger comes in. Slykatari goes for a gold burst, gets it.
Into the Capella, into the Turbo Fall, keeps on the same side in there. Burst goes away in there, but not for very long. Mappa Hutch says hello to the wall. Load that fist up with the bullet.
All of a sudden, this is a very scary situation for both sides. Slykatari finds the big counter hit first. Takes the life bar, stays alive.
Okay, survival is happening right now here. Slykatari Can you make this Kona? I want to see more matches. Is there another Game 5 supremacy happening here? EO probably doesn't want that. Probably doesn't want that at all.
Definitely doesn't want it. Slykatari has been such a scary opponent for so many players tonight. EO wants to end things now before Slykatari gets more data.
Into the 2K, into the 2D, guess the side, you guessed wrong on there, you get hit on there, forces the burst.
But look at that, half health gone from EO's side. Meanwhile, Slykatari does have burst available just in case something goes south.
With a trade into the map, a hunch on there, good news, we're going to survive, we get more game, Squid!
Absolutely, and the one person who did not want to hear that was Hiho. One big game on the board for Slykatari, and some much needed data in their pocket.
Yeah, I think Hiho's avatar said it all. Damn.
By the way, I do want to shout out Yard Salads for claiming our last Matcherino code tonight. Man, my my freaking mouth has been like absolutely terrible tonight.
It's an amazing name. Thank you all for contributing to it. We got the top 4 payout and everything on there, so that goes a long way to help pay out the players for the first Guilty Gear for ParagOnline for Strive for 2026 as we continue on with Hiho taking away half that life bar as I'm speaking right now.
Absolutely. Hiho just looking to end this set right now. Meanwhile, Slykatari looking to bring us to Game 5. Finds the big hit. Hiho forced to give up first before any more damage is dealt.
Doesn't get anything follow up on there, so 2K 2D from Slykatari. Gonna go ahead, get in there with the tap dust on there, take another round. Oh no, we're warmed up. The engine is revving. The Slykatari engine is revving, Chris.
Absolutely, and yeah, early burst given up by Slykatari. And this is where, like, if I'm Hiho, I'm a little bit scared. Slykatari is playing very confidently right now.
Keeping up with the jam ban on that, like Hiho wants to play fast. Slykatari is going to match a tempo for tempo into the pile bunker. Yeah, go ahead, ring, bang, boom, bring it down.
Not dead yet though, but Hiho needs to get the blender started. It needs to get it started soon. It's the forward throw for Slykatari, and Slykatari is on reset game.
It's again. It's the Game 5 for everyone to enjoy. Maybe not for Hiho. Everyone else can enjoy those. I know Sly still in the game. Definitely going to enjoy that here. But do we get a reset, Squid? What do you think?
I definitely think that Slykatari is going to reset at this point. I mean, I hate to say it. If Hiho, if you're listening, I hate to say it. I think Slykatari's got your number, bruh.
Hiho has had a perfect run, though. In a way, I would hate to see it. But in a way, I kind of want to see more matches between these two. We'll find out, though, together. Duel 1, here we go.
Absolutely. Oh, big anti-air counter hit does mean that Hiho has to give up first, but a good air throw by Slykatari. Really trying to dictate the pace of this game.
A lot more aerial movement happening on there. We're going to go bump ahead in there. We're playing with the air, playing with physics on here, and we're catching with the close slash all the way into the wall.
Not dead yet, despite Milia's brittle bones. She does have a little bit of life left, and here we go. This is golden opportunity for Hiho to get the blender started.
Okay, yeah, PRC keeping fast on there, but we got another air dash. You always got to remember, we got another one in the bank.
No hard knockdown, just the Artemis for the wall break, and now Slykatari. Yeah, just goes for the command grab, now on reset point.
Yeah, the eventual, like, even like with the deflect shield, not going to keep Sly away from you very long at all here. Guard brush in there too early on the deflect shield on there, going to give a big counter hit, and oh my god, the damage, Squid.
Yeah, burst isn't going to be a factor anymore for Hiho unless you can get that positive bonus. Slykatari giving up their own burst just so that way Hiho is so far away from it.
Oh, Compel, same side.
Yeah, goes for the run-up throw. Disc is... Oh my god!
One more touch. Yeah, the OTG, you know me. That means our grand final reset is coming to you and me.
That is so big for slykatari. Just completely shutting down Hiho when Hiho was so close to ending tonight's tournament. If you're Hiho, I think you need to take a break. I think you need to mentally reset because slykatari definitely has your number.
Oh, we gotta get back into the pit. We gotta open this up, continue the song and dance. We're gonna not stop here.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a reason why Hiho is playing and not me. slykatari, though, definitely on another one right now.
Got the gold burst on top of that, so it's going to be really good to get some additional meter on top of that here. Cancels out from the throw on there, trying to go in with the close slash, gets denied.
Yeah, slykatari goes low.
Player looks so comfortable when he does that, like on 2K. It's like,
Yeah. Just hit the recliner, you know?
yeah, he's like just invisible lazy boy.
Absolutely. slykatari looking to take his first lead of the Grand Finals. Meanwhile, Hiho trying to build some momentum behind him. Good bad moon. Gets the wall splat. There's the wall break.
I need to, we had baseball card stats for Paragon, like starting in 2026, I would count the number of like bad moon jump scares that Hiho has been doing so far on that, like just from that right there, getting in with the buzzsaw blade at the very end, taking that round for Hiho.
Absolutely, and Hiho now maybe spotting something in slykatari's play. Oh, aggressive gold burst from Hiho. slykatari having to use a blue burst.
Iron Savior into the cancel on there, trying to bait out the grab. Did get it from slykatari here. We're going to go all the way to the wall. Keep it up for the reset on there one more time. And there you go. Your will is done with the winger.
Definitely looking like Hiho's game at the moment. slykatari, though, you can't count him out quite yet.
Yeah, didn't even have enough meter, so that was definitely punishable on that. So we're going to get back into it. Staying up in the air, getting away from the Slayer.
Cabal actually connected, and this time we go low. Hiho. Early lead on the reset. Definitely wishes that he got that just the previous game, though.
Yeah, like trying to realign their fate back into what it looks like for Grand Finals reset, but still got a long way to go though. Like again, Sly, that engine has been like warmed up from loser semifinals into loser finals into that reset and has been working their tail off.
No doubt, no doubt. And honestly, a big thing that comes in, especially when it's getting so late on some time zones, is the idea of mental fatigue. slykatari slowing down. It's tough to tell at this point, but Hiho definitely off to a frantic start for this game.
We are playing up like we're not even playing on the 4/5/4 rhythm. We're a math rock album going here. Nice confirm in there from slykatari. Go in with the 2K. Get out of the situation on here, and we get that universe counter with the bump ahead.
Hiho forced to give up first, but the pile bunker catching Hiho in the air. Not dead yet, though.
Oh, and I like the call out from slykatari. It's like, you know what? I know you want to hit something. Let me check out that. Let me check your reflexes. Got hit with the compel there.
slykatari still has full burst available. The just block just wasn't blocking the follow-up.
Oh, very devious with the follow-up on Tandem Top, but it is going to be the Master's Hammer. Free corner switch in there for Sly.
Oh, very aggressive burst usage using the deflect shield, but slykatari, I think, is probably going to die from this situation.
Bring it down on there.
Duel 3.
And a big first gate disparity as we head into this final round. slykatari. Oh no! Oh! What a backdash.
It's been kind of interesting seeing how horizontal Millia Hiho has been playing lately on that. Like, just like really keeping close to the ground. We're seeing a lot of instant bad moons like going down there, keeping low, like trying to meet up with it, not like stay in the air where they're like dipping in a lot of hits in there.
I'm not sure if Hiho is just feeling like slykatari is able to track him there, like has been able to track him like so well in the air, or if it's just like Hiho is just trying to catch slykatari off guard by playing so much more grounded than he has been. Regardless, slykatari taking that game, tying up the game count. We're playing a ranked set now at this point, but Hiho has got to keep changing things up. They've got to introduce some bad data into slykatari's like data set.
Yeah, you definitely making some like making that JSON not pretty at all here. But we're going to go right into avoid the 2H on there afterwards here into the bad moon, back in the corner. slykatari goes.
Oh, Mappa Hunch just ends a little too short, which means that Hiho gets the free 2K, 2D. slykatari also down a burst now this very early on.
Okay, Artemis going to go in there one more time, keeping slykatari back on the ground here. Just both Artemises actually miss, allowing Sly to get out of the corner just like that. PRC having to force the block.
slykatari dragging Hiho over to the corner. Good block on the Master's Hammer.
Can't get away from the Mappa Hunch for that long on there afterwards here. Just a single hit away into the connection. There it goes. Sly stole that like a thief in the night.
Absolutely. slykatari still looking to take the first real lead in tonight's grand finals reset. Side swap.
Okay.
Nice. Hand of Doom actually coming in clutch, but Hiho able to get the resulting scramble. A big counter hit coming in, and the blender gets stopped.
Unfortunately, with the backdash on there, that gave Hiho the perfect trajectory in there to get the damage that they wanted on there. Now we just get to confirm into the bus play, stays on the same side. We're back in neutral. These bad moves keep hitting Squid.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if slykatari is like ready to try and block Bad Moon at all. Like Hiho isn't presenting them as a significant part of their moveset, which is why slykatari is probably getting so caught off guard by them as Hiho deals away that second round.
On the keep on coming, and they don't stop coming on there afterwards here. One more time. Going to have to use the Compel just to make sure the middle part of that life bar is in the red.
Sorry. At first on standby, spins it very early on. Hiho, meanwhile, gonna get their burst back in just a moment. I don't think that Hiho's even gonna need it though.
One more touch is what you need here. Checking with the 2P into just blocking, trying to keep Millia close to Slayer on their 6P. The elbow coming out the play there. Here's the DRC into the bite. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, it might be. Oh, did not get the second light.
But I'm not sure what slykatari was looking for with that Master's Hammer from so far out. Hiho, good wherewithal to go into the air, able to punish. And now a 2-1 situation. Hiho once again on tournament game, but slykatari, a very dangerous opponent.
Oh, if it was any other button from Sly, that could have been extremely dangerous. It could have been a very different round on here. But now we're on set point for Hiho, trying to make it against slykatari in the reset. Tandem Tops coming out for days in it. Going to keep it a nice instant block in there from Sly. Go ahead, but here comes the Gold Burst and more meter juice.
Absolutely, and yeah, the big jumping button coming in for slykatari as well. Hiho definitely looking very brittle at the moment, and slykatari just taking a big bite. The universe counter going to seal it up.
The bonitis is real on there. Hee-ho! Gonna take that round. Wow. Oh, no, I mean, I'm sorry, gonna lose that round.
My only regret is that I have bonitis.
Oh, we're trying to reach out with a far slash in there from Sly. Tandem top back into the neutral. Here we go.
This time, slykatari ready for that bad moon and taking another big bite out of crime. Hino, though, good wherewithal to go for the grab. Top actually does connect, and I think we're heading through the wall.
We're going to save that, make sure we have plenty of meter to work with the shenanigans on there afterwards here, because you are about to explode if you get touched by Slayer.
I think both sides are about to explode if they get hit. But it's going to be slykatari finding the first one.
Oh, the air throw. Beautiful work in there from Sly in there. Catching in there. Into the tam top turbo fall. Capel gets the confirm on there. Got the burst back just then, but we're on set point for Hiho. slykatari saving that for this potential round.
Tournament point now for Hiho, and yeah, slykatari, good trigger discipline, not going for the hero burst to try and immediately end this game. Instead, holding on to it for this one, and what a great decision. Hiho just gets absolutely annihilated. We have gone the distance.
We have gone for distance, not for speed though. It is 11:40 Eastern Standard Time. We're still living in the Game 5 supremacy.
Absolutely. This is it.
Oh.
One game to determine who gets the lion's share of tonight's $207.50 prize pool. Thank you everybody for watching ParagOnline number 66.
Yeah, thank you all who contributed one way or another on that. As we see our final two contestants try to strive to get that all the way through. Iron Savior, you're going to go ahead, bust down the wall, over 50% health, gone already for Sly.
But a big 2H coming in for slykatari, catching Hiho on the approach, immediately evening up the life bars, and slykatari does still have burst to work with, Hiho being that tricky little pixie character though.
Into the far slash, we're going to go right into it. Mappa, Hodge, back into the corner you go, trying to get out of it. Actually trying to hit the Slayer with the Capel from there. Doesn't matter, we're going to get the confirm. slykatari takes the lead into set point, tournament point, championship point.
This is a lead that matters at this point. slykatari just needs one more round, but Hiho not looking to make it easy. And it's definitely not looking easy for slykatari now, just stuck in the vortex.
Okay, the wild assault on there anywhere just to keep up the pressure on there, waiting for the wall slump. Gets in the throw. One more tandem top on there, checks out with the hair car. Your Uber has arrived.
And yeah, good RC as well. Make sure that slykatari does not get the extra burst from being sent through the wall. We are now at final game, final round. slykatari very close to that burst though. Hiho, no burst in sight, but a big counter hit coming in.
Okay, going to go in and force it, and we block the burst from slykatari, so you know we're going to try to break down that wall. Build it up on there, bring out the chicken wing, wing stop supremacy coming in near Thor.
Absolutely. And Hiho just needs one more hit.
Oh, the deflect shield out of there. Hiho had nowhere to go, but the 2K into the 2D, and that is going to be it. Hiho writes the bad.